You jump to light speed, see the stars, flying fast through endless bars. Laser beams and droid alarms, epic fight in cosmic arms. Eyes go hot and Tatooine, hidden rebels on the screen. Jedi strength in force unseen, battle waves through skies of green. Epic adventures far and wide, in the galaxy we ride, side by side with hope and stride. Star Wars tales that never hide. Dark side rises, we won't fall. Courage answers destiny's call. Heroes stand, we hear their roar. Legends born in endless war. Saber clashes bright and true. In the stars we renew. Faith in battles that we fight, guided by the force's light. Epic adventures far and wide, in the galaxy we ride, side by side with hope and stride. Star Wars tales that never hide. Saber clashes bright and true. In the stars we renew. Faith in battles that we fight, guided by the force's light. Epic adventures far and wide, in the galaxy we ride, side by side with hope and stride. Star Wars tales that never hide.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to tonight's session. One second, let me unmute RJ over here so you can hear him too. Wahaha. We are here tonight with just three of us. We should have one more, maybe, if we get lucky. But if not, it'll just be the three of us causing havoc for tonight's session. Lovingly called the Flirty Wookie because apparently the people in the server think it's hilarious to make me like a Flirty Wookie. Not even Younger's character. We get to meet a whole new Flirty Wookie. It's gonna be great. So, you guys know everybody here. We're on session 4 of the Silliness. Hopefully Junk will join us. We know Jasper White is currently entertaining family members for birthdays and things, so he will not be here. But that's okay. We'll still push forward without him. But all that being said, let's get into what did we do last session? How did it end? It's been a couple weeks. What's up? What we do? If we go by my terrible notes in my notes page, we did 3 things. Either of you remember?
So this was past the blue ballers.
Yes.
And I don't remember who we were looking for exactly, but we were looking for a particular individual who was frequenting a particular office building establishment. And some of our guys walked in, me excluded, RJ's character excluded. We were just chilling outside a little bit of ways. But Rook's character and everybody else, in our little box robot mouse droid, all went in and asked some questions, and then they left, and then soon after they left, they were then targeted by two guys that were inside the establishment who were gophers to go, take care of you guys, and came out, started blasting. As such, they were blasted, was reciprocated, and they died. The big guy came out, big battle police droid thing, had a giant machine gun and a chest cannon, and came out and started messing everybody up, and we all thought we were gonna die. And then after that moment, we decided we defeated him, and then it was like, oh, we have to hide. And we took the bodies with us, and we drug them to a wall, and the Empire's or whoever's notoriously bad police force was like, oh yes, we just don't know what happened to things and such, or maybe they were distracted by some of our other characters, diverting attention elsewhere and getting things swept under the rug. But we were able to hide inside of a communications platform area that was hidden behind a wall, the front desk area. And
now, before you get too crazy, what is this communications thing? This is an important point. What was going on there? Who did it belong to?
Rebels?
It was Rebels, yes.
Rebelliousness.
And Junk was able to snag some other communication points things, so he has a good understanding of where some Rebel bases are, which is valuable information in the right hands.
Yeah. We can go tell the Empire now, right and justly. Just kidding.
You could. You might get called mean names, though. But just so you guys know. Sorry. Anything else happened? There's one other important thing. Two important things.
Things on the top of my mind.
Okay. RJ, you got anything to add before I catch up the rest of this silliness?
No, I think that's what we got paid.
To get paid. Very important.
Somebody showed us money.
The money! I need the money! But all that aside, you guys picked up the droid brain you were looking for. So you found F4D3 or Fade's brain and brought it back to Polis Massa, in lowering your guys' favor by a couple points. So we have under 90 favor, under 80 favor now as a group, which is nice. And then let's see here, what else? You got a cool ship that you're storing in your other ship. We now have a prototype speeder that in the meantime and in between time, our Wookie has taken his big old gun and modified, so it now has a anti-personnel cannon on the top.
Got to get that group XP, baby. Personal sacrifice.
Well, I mean, it wasn't group XP; it was just UXP.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, now I feel bad.
You're the only one that. Well, it was you got a cool weapon, or you gave the ship a cool weapon, and so you gave up the cool weapon to get more XP. I thought it was a fair trade.
Yeah, nobody's hoping you would do it actually, so you're good.
Do not feel guilty. So, side note, going into some syndicate stuff. You guys now know the rebels, and you are already on a bad relation with them. It has not started off well whatsoever. Also, you guys decided to goof with the ISB for some reason, and you are now known negatively. So, those are the two new factions that we introduced last session. In one way or the other, you had an Imperial officer that tried to basically cap your ship and wouldn't let you take off. But you said, nah.
It's not my fault. He put the cap on the wrong ship,
Allegedly. Okay, so let's get into the actual session itself. Let's start with our force points. What are we playing with today? What's our starting numbers? So everyone take your force die and give it a roll.
One second, I have.
Oh boy. Okay.
1 light from me.
And the force die is a white die?
Yes, white die.
Yeah, white one.
The roll produced no results.
So it was a blank. So you're good. Nothing.
Okay.
Typical Wookie.
I don't even think there. How did it produce no results? There's literally no blank spots on this dice.
I selected the dice roller, and I specifically only have white. Okay. And I rolled it, and that's what it says.
Try one more time for me.
To counteract my 2 dark.
Woo!
1 light.
Okay, we're even, Steven, 2 and 2. All right, that's a good start for a 3-person session. All right, now the important part is we're rolling our percentile to see whose story is getting goofed with this week. We do
The
have
character who's not here.
well, so actually that works out really well because he was given an assignment as soon as we got back to the house, which explains why he's not at this session currently. So he will be dealing with what the Circa Corporation needs him to do. So he has volunteered to take off on his own with that. And if our handy dandy Junk doesn't show up, he will be traveling with him, so he's not by himself. How's that sound? And if Junk shows up, then he was hiding in the cargo bay the whole time. All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, rolling away.
You got the robot brain.
Yeah, but the robot brain is being reassembled into said robot it was taken out of. We got a 35. So, if we start at the highest number, Fade doesn't exist. Chesty Truffle, it's me again. Gosh dang it.
Why are you such a problem, dude?
Because I'm at the very end of the list is my issue.
He's trying to hide and it's not working.
Well, so my favorite has to do with the ship, right? Everything that my favorite revolves around is like something to do with the ship itself. So, our handy dandy ordnance officer, board member, whatever you want to call him, Gunther the Gungan comes up and smiles at the lot of you and says, "Issa has a fun mission for you. Pays good, but it needs to be done quickly. And since you're a little light-handed, this might work out best. If you can get it done for me, I'm not going to pay you the credits, but I will give your ship a slight upgrade for sneaking around the Imperials a little bit better. Give it a good paint job, too. Sound good?"
Fantastic.
Good, good, good.
Is it going to be purple?
Oh,
Aha, here it is. He smiles and says, "Well, give me a couple days and I'll get your ship modified because I need you to steal something from an Imperial base. Just for Mises."
But how are we supposed to steal something from the base without our ship?
No. That's why we'll do the modifications first. You'll have a couple free days, but I need your ship for a while. So basically, you guys will be restricted to where you can go on Polis Massa for some downtime before we move on. I'll give you more information after that's done. But just know this is coming out of the quote-unquote mission pay. As a favor to me. So. And you guys will all know that this is definitely a not really a request. This is one of the boss men telling you need to do something. So it will
That's getting deducted from our pay.
Essentially, he's strong arming you for some reason. You don't really know why. But then again, you are traveling with Run, and him and Run had to, steal that ship. So he basically assumes Run will do everything he wants for him. It'll take a whole week to finish these upgrades and get the ship repainted. And just for story purposes, for you guys, our ship upgrade is basically going to be a Imperial coding faker, right? So anytime we land in an Imperial port, we roll a hard difficulty check with a computer's check. And if we succeed, we can have access codes so our ship doesn't pop out of the blue. It also is getting a new paint job to make it look very Imperial for blending in purposes. Because at the moment, it looks pretty banged up from me flying it around through the asteroid fields.
It has a new serial number, right? So they can't charge us with that previous designation at the last place.
It will, yeah, probably.
We're going to Space Chop Shop.
Essentially, yeah, right. You gotta hit that GTA garage, change things up really quick. But you guys, he does say you can put a small symbol on the wing so they can tell you apart from the enemy. What symbol would you like to put on the side of your ship? This is kind of more of a question for Run, but I will throw it up to the group.
What about Molnir?
A what?
Molnir.
Mjolnir. Who do you want to
Thor's
Mjolnir for? Yeah. Why did you say it like that? I was gonna look up Star Wars creatures, not the hammers of the gods.
How very imperial of you. Straight Norse mythology.
Right.
What planet is this from?
Big ass hammer. Got it. Okay, hammer noted. Any other ideas? You want a Wookie on the side of our ship? I mean, that could be our sexy Wookie. That could be the new name of our ship as a designation. I mean, it's not past Imperials to paint the sides of their ships with silly stuff. You know what I mean? So if that's like on the underside of the wing or something stupid, that like, yeah, we as members know that that's a thing. But, you know, for Imperial Flyboys, it's, that's a stupid joke. You guys should wash that off. You'll hear that every time you land at a port. But would you like that to be our sexy Wookie?
Sexy Wookie. I like it.
All right. The ship's name is now the Sexy Wookie and has pin-up poster art.
Is this called Sexy? Is this called Sexy? And it's a picture of a sexy Wookie.
Okay. All right. Sure.
You run up the ship. Hey, sexy.
Someone can do the fan art for that later, or we can brave the internet for it. Noted. So the ship's new name is the Sexy Wookie. I'm gonna see how Run feels.
If
about
somebody
that.
gets got by her, it's the fur got him.
You know what? Run isn't too upset by that. He thinks it's funny.
I think it's hot. I'm gonna be looking for our mascot for the rest of this campaign.
The rest of this campaign. If you don't look as good as the picture they painted on the ship, does not count. Will not talk to. You are competing with something I get to stare at all the time. I have a standard. All right.
You're competing with my 2D Wookiee waifu.
There you go. Your waifu over here causing havoc for the real Wookiee ladies. So you guys have a week worth of downtime that you can use here. Now, this is kind of our yada yada time for buying stuff and equipment. Yada yada time for learning, picking up new skills. Yada yada time for any upgradey bits, you know what I mean, that would make sense story wise. So this is a good point for as players to tell me what you upgraded over the session, or if you bought anything or stuff like that.
So I actually just did I just upgraded my skills.
Okay.
And I'm still saving money for better stuff.
And
I mean, I kind of want to get like environmental soups or something, but I don't want to pay. I mean, I'm just I don't want to drain myself to do it.
That makes sense to me. Excuse me while I pull up a thing from the desktop here. It'll pull up that super cool map and whatnot. So I can actually do our flying calculations. First, we got to bring up the Astrogator 2.0, and then we got to pull up the Star Wars map. Bam! Oh, yes, I want to box it. Come on now. All right, the map is up for us to travel in a bit, but we'll get there. Okay, closing that. Get out of here, GeForce overlay. We don't need to see you up in the corner. How dare you? So, question: is there anything else you would like to do? Or Younger, what'd you do for your upgrade? Sorry.
So, again, hello, welcome.
Junk is with us. Yay! He was hiding in the
explained it.
cargo hold.
You explained it earlier. My only problem is I don't know exactly what numerical level we are.
So there is no numerical level. You just have a continuous running XP count. And you just spend your XP as you need to. There's no actual levels. You determine the level of your character by what skill you're at. For example, the last campaign we played younger together, me and you, we made it to about 10,000 experience before we gave up on those characters. I don't know if you remember that or not, because it was like 4 years ago. But we played a lot.
Yeah. So my question / statement, right, is I want to upgrade my melee. I am already 2 skilled in melee.
Okay.
So to get a 3rd skill, it costs 20.
Well, are you trained in melee?
I am.
Okay, so then it is just 5 times the next level. So if you're 2 going on 3, it's 3 times 5. So 15
okay, that's what that number is. I thought the 3 was the level, but you're saying so it'd be 5 times 3, so that'd be 15 points.
Right, and if it was untrained, you would take an extra 5 experience to upgrade it to the next thing. So if it was untrained, it would be 20 instead of 15.
Okay, so that means I have 25 points left, and which means I could then do 5 times 4 to upgrade the melee again.
Yes.
Which is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to have 5 points left over.
Perfect.
Okay. That is what I'm doing. I'm really good at melee now. I'm super talented.
If anyone comes up and you have to melee them, they're in trouble. Which is your regular weapon, so like your sword is even more scary. You were scary before, now it's all yellows. For me, I took a new specialization. I took it in the same career path, so I'm now both a pilot and a scoundrel. I picked up all the entire top rows for my skill tree, so I had spent 20 points to get the thing, had 20 points of whatever. I got house roll for junk since you weren't here. Anytime you take a specialization and it gives you your skill training in a skill that you've already spent points on, you get refunded the points that you spent that weren't trained before. So basically 5 points per level you've already spent in a skill. So I got 15 points back because I had put points in those spots or whatever. I then used 10 points to upgrade one of my skills to level 2, and I have 5 points extra. That's what I did with my XP this time. Speaking of you, Junk, how you doing?
Alive and kicking.
Alive and kicking. I'll take it. That's good stuff. All right. So we have some downtime. We have a week before our mission really begins. Is there anything that you as a character wanted to do in this week? Again, this is our explanation for free leveling time, picking up new equipment, running things around, stuff like that.
For junk, nothing really in particular.
Okay, so you just do your do. Did you upgrade your character at all?
No, he hasn't been upgraded at all. No.
Okay. Well, feel free to do so, and if you while we're talking this first part, as long as we don't start combat or anything, you're good to go. And then you can let us know what cool specialties our little robot picks up. So, a week passes by. You later see the new sexy Wookie has been upgraded with a new comms device in the actual thing, and you guys know that this little device here is probably 50K at a minimum. It is not a cheap upgrade by any means.
We gotta take this to another chop shop. Get that 40K.
I mean, yeah, if you guys ever trade in the sexy Wookie, definitely try and commandeer this upgrade out of the console.
In case you're not tracking, we now have a pinup girl on the ship. And it is none other than a sexy Wookie bikini babe. And the ship is now called just sexy.
Like a
pinup
poster?
Girl.
Or
Yeah,
like an
a
actual person, like an actual.
Like they used to paint on the
it's like a paint, like on a war vehicle, like they used to do.
Oh,
yeah,
I gotcha.
He took that way better than I did. Okay, So, Gunter, our Gungan boss, comes over a week later as we're approaching the sexy Wookie, and smiles at the crew, kind of wiggling his fingers together. Misa, so glad you're here. Perfect timing. You're going to Corellia.
Where?
To Corellia. Imperial Shipyard.
What is there?
Ah, he smiles and says, there's a TIE bomber that is down for commission that won't be missed if it goes amiss. Misa thinks you are smooth enough to get in and get out without too many problems.
I can't fly. I'm out. Those guys.
Run looks over there just... yes. And while you're there, you might do some important scouting for us. There's a couple other missions on the bounty board that might interest you while you're there. So be sure to check that out before you go. But I expect you to leave within the next couple hours. Hopefully you are ready.
We can't forget to grab our alcohol while we're on that island. That must be what the mission is.
I mean, to be fair, Corellia would probably be a great place to get the beer that you want/need. So yes, don't forget that. I mean, specifically, the mission specifically says capital, and this bomber is just on one of the Imperial military base on the planet. Because do you guys know anything about Corellia at all?
Just from the hands-on.
Okay.
No, nothing.
That's a great example. So Corellia is where they build a lot of Star Destroyers and spaceships and things like that. It's a big manufacturing planet. Pretty much what it's known for. Besides the fact that that's where Han Solo comes from there. That's a good note to note. Though at the moment he's probably there as a kid. You know what I mean?
It'd be crazy. We could steal a ship before he takes it.
The Millennium Falcon is somewhere totally else at this point in the canonical lore. Because again, you guys are in the Rebels timeline. So again, Solo's like happening now-ish, if not yet. All of our main Star Wars heroes are children. They're children right now. You are the adults.
What a perfect time to go Anakin on him. Change the timeline.
This is how you break canon immediately. We hunt down a small kid called Han and shoot him in the face 27 times. We drew first.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get your traveling bits done. I'm gonna do the calculation really quick.
Who do you think the Wookiee traveling with him is?
Not a thing yet. Like, Chewbacca's probably chilling currently.
I am Chewbacca. You just don't know it.
He's so dumb. All right, so Polis Massa is in. I should probably really write this down for later, so I remember later. But it is row 20, rank K. K20 is our starting point. And Corellia is... Where are you? Here's Coruscant. Corellia, here it is. Looks like 11 M11. So if we put that into our handy dandy calculator, so it goes K-20 and then M-11. Calculate. Hey, I did it right for once. Heck yeah. Looks like we arrive in 67 hours, or 2 days and 19 hours worth of flight time. Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot. I gotta do 1.1, because that's our engine speed. Oh, that sucks. It's even slower. So, sorry, 3 days and 17 hours, or 73 hours.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, 3 days isn't terrible travel. And as a plus note, Corellia, it looks like it is in the core planets. So prices are great. If you guys need to buy things, this is the place.
What is the so prices are great, but what's the rarity like over there?
Well, I haven't really. I mean, so it's Corellia. You can basically get anything here, so I'm not restricting the rarity level. Yet until you guys kind of know where you're heading. But let me pull up the how much things cost. It's in the Game Master section, if I remember correctly. Germany difficulty, background movement, characters. There's a handy dandy chart that was really nice that I found in here not that long ago. That was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Oh, you know what? It's actually in the weapons. It's in the weapons. That's right.
So we each got paid 2K last session for
Yes.
delivering stuff.
Here it is. Found it. So if we are in a Corellia has a rarity modifier of -2. So whatever a rarity is in the book has a -2 to it, which means depending on how I roll for where you land, you have a very good chance of being able to find whatever you need.
Oh yeah.
And then since it's a negative whatever, there's no cost increase. So everything
Oh heck yeah.
everything here is base costs plus whatever you have to bargain.
This is epic.
Yeah, so again, for finding something, since we're not doing it out of combat, we actually get to use the rolls in combat, and depending on the rarity, is depending on the rolls. And since you have a -2 to everything, even if something's a 10, it's not a formal roll. It drops down to an 8, which is technically under daunting. And so basically everything shifts down one difficulty. So anything that's 2 or below is automatically found. You can find it with no problem. And then 3 to 4 is easy. 5 to 6 is average. 6 to 7 is hard. Cool beans.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's it. And if that is if you were just looking for it regularly. You know what I mean? You now one of the cool talents that your handy dandy smuggler has picked up is black market contacts. So in the last week, I've made lots of friends in our little syndicate that have connected me to other people, and now I can decrease the rarity of an item by 1 by paying an extra 50 credits. And I can take that again later down the tree, but for now it's just one time. So
That's incredible. Just be like lower the Reddit. Like you could be going for like some serious moolah stuff and just reduce it by 1.
Yes,
Incredible.
It also makes it easier to get restricted items.
Incredible.
Just as a note, though, those are still going to be kind of RP'd, expensive kind of stuff. But just as a note, while we're here in Corellia, it might be worth making some friends so we can come back later for good prices.
Yeah, that's my question. Since we rolled for this stuff of how likely it is or whatever, is that going to be permanent in this campaign? It will always be like that, or change every time we come?
No, change when you depending on where you go and what you land at. Because depending on how big of the city it is, or how unique the area is, all that fun stuff. You're in a core planet though. You can basically find anything that you need. The only places that have better access to stuff is like the deep core. Where that is super Imperial controlled, but again, you can find literally anything you're looking for.
You're at the manufacturing plant.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of those in the core, but yes, example, if you land on Corellia and you're trying to find a specific laser and they have it, obviously they're going to have weapons and things for ships if you're trying to upgrade your ship. All that being said, we have our time. We have where we're going to. I now need to figure out what city you guys are on, so give me a second.
Yeah, I can definitely think of an upgrade Junk needs.
Grenade thrower. M79 grenade thrower.
All right, and just as a fun for you guys, I need a D10. Just someone roll me a D10.
I got it.
Oh no, you and your freaking. Oh, you got an
Dude.
actual D10.
Yeah.
2.
Of course.
All right. So you guys will be heading to the Imperial base just outside of Corvella, a small affluent city known for its combination of ermine centers and scenic landscapes. It's popular with tourists and wealthy individuals who appreciate the quiet, luxurious environment. You'll also know that there's an Imperial base and scrapyard not super far from here.
Very nice. Very nice.
As another side note, there is another mission that is here on Corellia. I think it's on the main bounty board, but I saw it today when I was updating those. Nope, that's on Ryloth. Honduras. Yeah, here it is.
There's a missing cargo pilot.
Yep, missing cargo pilot, a Rix Detel. And I will tell you, as a DM, this will be a fantastic hiding place because of all the tourists and the spaceport and all that other fun stuff that is in the area. So this will be a good place to look. It's not worth a ton of credits, but something.
Yeah, I mean, if they got a picture, we can always keep an eye out. Look around the hotel.
He's a human. Looks like the best way to describe him is average height, dark skin, blonde hair, green eyes. What else? That's it for description. Clothing wise, he'll dress as a shipping pilot, so he'll have pilot's clothes, or at least that would make the most sense. So, you have a choice. We can land in the city itself and kind of goof and boof around, or we can head straight to the Imperial base and see what havoc we can cause there. What would you like to do? You know what? Time out. I need to roll an astrogation check for flying here.
We all die. No rolls required.
Don't say that.
Did you want? Oh no, you probably have more than a yellow and a green for that, don't you?
I do. I only have a yellow and a green, but I also have a -2 setback. So I can't. I'm going to be a mean DM and give myself a green or a black, but then I'm going to take my ability to get rid of that. So, well, that sucks. We make it there, but it's going to cost us an extra day's worth of travel because I goofed up the route on the way there.
We had to get used to the new steering. You accidentally went a little too fast. You were like, oh, I was supposed to turn left like 4 galaxies ago.
Four star systems ago, then goofed it up. Anyway, so 4 days later, you guys make it to the planet. You're now deciding on a location. Would you guys like to try and land on the base directly or land in the touristy town not far away? Again, the name of the town is Corvella.
I mean, I'm not piloting, but
this is a decision
Corvella
would have all made.
Sounds like a better option, right? Especially if we want to escape separately from the other ship when we eventually acquire it tactically.
Okay, a solid point from the Wookie. Anyone else have any other ideas?
No, I think that's a good idea. Plus, if we want to do any shopping, I mean, things are cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, you guys, I don't have to use the Imperial code scanner to land in a civilian area. You will get looks and things as you guys land the Lambda in a civilian spaceport, and you guys are not Imperial officers walking out, but Nothing too crazy, though. The mouse droid is a familiar face, so that's a positive. So, with that being said, what do you guys want to do while you're here? It's a beautiful city. You can see the engineering and stuff that it took, as the ground level is still filled with plants and natural settings, and the ground is kind of built like they did with Coruscant, where there's an underlayer and they have the cap over the top. Except for this cap is clear, so you can see all the foresty stuff underneath. All the would-be roadways are high up in the sky. Not to mention all the spaceports that are kind of all over the place. You can see several buildings that have like personal landing pads scattered all around them. The city itself is pretty big, but everything here screams hoity-toity, right? Everything's clean. There's Imperials on every corner, or Imperial Guardsmen, Imperial Police, whatever you want to call them. On every corner, everything looks prim and proper. People are just relaxing. One thing you do notice is there is not a lot of non-humans. There's lots of humans here. So our Wookie sticks out like a sore thumb. Our Bothan kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. So both Tarful and Run are kind of out of place. Mouse Droid, on the other hand, you fit right in. Human, a Mandalorian, you kind of fit in because you use peoples. Until you start talking about the weapons being your religion and whatnot, I think we'll be okay. So, for the two of us, Younger and Run, we need to make some kind of blending in check is the best way to do so. And you have a couple different choices while making this check. Run is going to make a deception check because I'm trained in that and have a whole bunch of stuff and things for it. And I get to get rid of one setback if I need one, which me and you are both taking a setback because we don't look people-y.
I'm obviously the cargo specialist.
Okay.
Obviously. Because I pick up boxes all the time.
All the time. You're just going to carry a box around the entire time we're traveling on this planet?
I mean, if it holds my sword, why not?
An interesting use. So you grab one of the boxes from our ship and do that. That's too easy. Are we going to take the speeder out, or we're going to leave it in the Lambda? Let us go around quicker, but it has a big old gun on the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's detachable. If we put it on, we can take it off.
Yeah, but not easily.
I mean, you ever taken a 50 cal off a Humvee?
Not quickly.
I mean, what's another 15 minutes? 10 minutes.
What's another half a second? It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. I mean, is that what you want to do? You guys want to detach the gun and leave it on the ship?
I think we can walk.
Okay, walking's good. All right, I'm making my roll for my deception. I'm just extra clothed. You know what I mean? Just take some of our extra garments and kind of put it over myself so I'm covered up the best I can be. Well, on a plus note, that cancels that out. That cancels that out, and I am left with a single success. So, good enough.
Okay, so I have one black dice.
Okay. It's a hard check, so 3 dice versus whatever you have for the type of roll you're running.
3 purple dice?
3 purple dice, yes.
Can I be really resilient?
No.
I don't mind them looking at me. I feel like whatever check I'm gonna do is either gonna be a 2 or a 1.
Okay.
Never mind. It would be a 2. Whatever check it is, it's a 2.
Okay.
Because I don't think I have any applicable. Unless I'm the most athletic Wookiee around. I'm obviously here for the Olympics. So 2 green dice. Okay. And you gave me a black, you said?
Yep, 1 setback and 3 difficulty.
Is there can I use a light side point?
You totally can.
Okay, so that gives me 1 blue, right?
That gives you 1 blue. Yep.
Okay, cool.
And I would give you help, but I only succeeded by 1, so I can't really help you. Does anyone else want to try and help the Wookiee disguise himself?
Sure.
Okay,
Help him.
that's a boost. So 2 blue.
Nice. I will need it. Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
That was
Oh
really
no, it's
great.
bad.
That was great.
1
Marcus.
failure, 1 threat, 2 dark side points.
Younger, you have the white die still on your roll, you weirdo.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So besides the dark side points, because that you're not using the force to help you at all. So 1 failure and 1 setback.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys don't have enough material on the ship to disguise the Wookiee. Like he just got to
My
be
bad.
him. So he's
I don't have any clothes.
right. Making the Wookiee wear clothes is generally hard enough as is. Him trying to wear a whole ass disguise it's not working out. And your setback is because your friends tried to dress you up. You are just like feel disrespected and angry, and take a strain point.
Okay, I have those. Yeah, and we still have the ones from last time, right?
No, it's been like 10 days. You guys should
Okay.
be healed up and strained free by
One
now.
of 10.
You know what we didn't do though is your critical wound that you had from like a session or 2 ago. Would you like to have said you've tried to heal that in the last week?
I'm looking at my health.
Well, your health is fine. It's that you have a critical wound, a critical wound sitting at 39.
Then yeah, I would like to fix that.
Okay, who do you
If I
have?
can.
Would you like to try and patch it up yourself, or did you talk to somebody? How did you get this wound?
Do we got a doctor? Is there a doctor around here? Because
I mean,
I ain't letting none of you fools cut me up.
okay.
I've seen y'all cut up other people. Somebody plants explosives in other people's keisters.
Your handy dandy Bothan has a med kit at least and can kind of work with that.
I'd be willing to risk that.
Okay,
I
mean
He has a med kit.
to be fair, the severity is only an easy. It's like the highest level of easy, but it's still just an easy medical check. And I have some training in medical, I think. Let me look and make sure before I lie to you here. Medical is yep. No, I don't. Oh no, I took mechanics. Okay, never mind. I just get 2. It's 2 blue versus 1 purple.
Okay.
Never mind. Never mind.
Junk does have 2 green in there, surprisingly. So if there's any assistance Junk can offer.
You 100% can assist, and it'll just give me a boost die.
Yeah. Junk will do
Can't be that much different than working on droids.
Yeah, the only downside is because if we get extra assist, we divide the strain up equally, essentially, when you assist. Well, blank on our boost. Thank you, regardless. 2 advantage, 2 threat, and 1 success. So 1 success. You're healed. Congratulations.
Yay.
I will remove that from my notes on the big spreadsheet. But just remember, when you get hit with a crit, you gotta put it on your stuff. Okay, there's all that. So you're not wounded. You're just strained. And we're in town. Congratulations, you guys have successfully walked outside of the ship. You're in the spaceport, or one of the 4 billion spaceports. In this handy dandy town. Sitting at not too far away, looks to be like a parking attendant, looking not nervous or annoyed, but just kind of like expectantly at the lot of you.
How rude. How do they know us? Expectantly?
We are walking around the Wookiee. That makes people nervous. Because, sometimes they just rip people's heads off for no damn reason. Remember? You remember? I remember. I remember.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
gentlemen. I need your parking fee.
Is it posted anywhere?
Yes, as you look around, you see a small little sign that tells you exactly how many credits it is per day. It looks like it's 50 credits per day here.
Oh my god. We're here for how many days?
You don't know.
Did we discuss this at all? I'm going to hand him 200 credits.
Okay, he takes 200 credits and looks and says, "Okay, I'll have you signed up for 4 days."
Right from underneath my armpit.
It doesn't seem to bug him. He takes the money and walks off to a little machine and prints you out a small wannabe receipt, essentially, and hands it to you.
I hold it up, smiling the most terrifying grin possible.
Yeah.
And then I hand it over to our lovely pilot.
I take it and go, "You gotta not yell around here. You're gonna scare people. You're scaring the hose. Calm down."
I look around in search of any garden hoses.
No, hose, not hose.
Who is? Who is?
Hooas.
No, totally different. Totally different. At least the hooers get paid. So
these.
So they say, "We'll push forward. Now you guys have paid for your ship. Now where do you want to go?" Again, this is a new city to you. None of you have been here before, I assume.
No.
Okay. So
I may have traveled through, but I've never like hung out.
okay, that's fine. So you don't really know anyone. It might be a solid idea to head to ground, quote unquote, and find some contacts, make some friends, maybe do a little bit of investigation with the locals. You guys know that this is a pike heavy planet, right? So just as player knowledge for you guys, the pikes are very involved in Corellia, especially at this point in the timeline.
Well,
Can we recognize a pike head out we can go hang out at?
I mean, you guys don't know the pikes at all. You have no affiliation with them whatsoever, so you will have to do the fun introductions, and you don't know where anything's at. So it's basically, do you guys want to head to a space bar and see what you can find, or do you head to some kind of office building to try and track information, or what is your go-to area? Again, the easiest thing would be to find a cantina and kind of get some understanding of the layout of what you're dealing with currently. The issue is this is a tourist town, and they're probably used to off-worlders, asking stupid questions, and they know how to divert things. You also have a handy-dandy masteroid that is very good at hacking and doing things like that, so you might go to like an Imperial terminal and see what you can find there.
yeah, I think with what Junk has in mind, I think he kind of looks at the two people towering, the three individuals towering over him, and
So, I was thinking about potentially getting an upgrade of some kind. But it's not exactly the kind that you can just stroll in and say, "Hey, I want this."
Run's gonna look down at you and say, "What kind of upgrade you looking for there, friendo?"
Data breaker.
Ooh, okay, all right. Well, we basically got one of those on our ship, except for the ship version. So we need to find a small one that fits inside your little body.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, that is a restricted item, right?
oh yes, it is.
So Run's gonna look down at you and says, "Well, it looks like we need to find some nefarious hackers or criminals. So it could be an issue."
Leon, Madcalf, Leon.
I'm going to use
That's
my
right.
streetwise and underground knowledge to see if I can locate something that seems seedy enough to have the kind of people that we're looking for. That sound good?
The
I have one
seedier, the
streetwise.
better.
I help.
Okay, this is a. You said you're going to help. I'll take it. So
Yep.
that's a boost die. I'm going to give myself use one of our dark side points and put a setback die against me. And then my streetwise is at least a 2, but I think it's higher than that. I at least have some training in it. Run, where are you? There we are. So,
Hey, John.
Knowledge Underworld is a purple and a green. Look at that. Or, I mean, sorry, not a purple and a green. A yellow and a green. So, 4 in the negative, 3 in the positive. Here's hoping for the best. Hey, I'll take blanks on those purples. It's all threats, baby. No negatives. And 1, 2, 3 successes and 1 plus. So I'm gonna take 4 strain, but someone said they were helping me, so we're cutting that strain in half, and both me and you take 2.
Oh,
Thanks for the help. That was actually very helpful. So we didn't both die immediately. But with 3 success, that's actually really good. I find the spot. I happen to talk to some people, get some friends, yada yada my way through several situations until we end up at a little bar that is just called the Rancor's Hole.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
It doesn't smell pleasant either.
What when we're talking strain, an encounter, what how long does that last?
It's like a scene or a fight. So next time after we fight, you'll be able to possibly reduce some strain.
Yeah, because I can remove strain once per encounter.
Yeah, so if we're in combat and use that ability, you can do that. I mean, I guess technically you can use it out of an encounter, but generally that is an encounter ability. Like, if something hits you with strain, you can be like, I negate some of that.
Gotcha.
Okay, but yeah, you guys don't necessarily know any pikes personally, but 9 out of the 10 people at this little shite hole look the part. This is very much in the middle of pike territory in Corellia for some reason. You guys just found the spot. Yeah, so the Rancor's Hole. We're gonna reuse that name several times, just so you know. This is gonna be a franchise.
It's gonna be like Chuck E. Cheese.
The Rancor's Hole, where all the criminals hang out. Anyway, yeah, as I said, filled with what you assume to be Pike Syndicate members. They're kind of giving you guys the eyes, right? They're keeping a close watch on you. You guys know to be on your very best behavior with whatever you're talking with on these people, because the Pikes do not play. You break one of their little rules or traditions or whatever, and they will just kill you and bury your body somewhere. You guys all know this. They are major spice runners. That is kind of their thing for the most part. They are very good smugglers. They deal with lots of smuggling stuff. But they are also super well armed, right? Of the syndicates at this point in time, they're probably one of the best armed syndicates out there. They're also all over the spice layer. I mean, all over the trade routes. So anywhere that's on a major trade route, you're going to find Pike, even in the Outer Rim.
Ooh. Okay, so being very well behaved, looking for this fancy machinery deal.
Well, you probably won't find the machinery here. You'll probably have to go to a chop shop or something like that. But you might find someone who knows something here. So, the 4 of us make our way in. You hear the classic, "Hey, keep that droid on a leash. Don't let it run off."
Too late.
I say, don't worry, he's well behaved.
What you will notice is a lot of these Pikes aren't humans. As you guys will know, Pike people can be humans, but a lot of them here are actually the race that runs the Pike stuff.
Oh, cool. While we're walking around, could I keep an eye out for a storm charge suit? It has a really low rarity of 2.
A storm charge suit. What's it do?
It's badass. It has a soak value of 2, encumbrance of 3.
Okay, which you
Which
negate
doesn't
when you wear it. Yeah, as soon as you wear it.
It has a rarity of 2, but its price is $2,000.
So you can
So I will be.
you can basically find it anywhere, and we're on Corellia, so it's really easy to find. And it's just so.
But it does incredible things outside of that.
Okay.
It's a little bit longer description, but if the wearer of the charge suit is hit by a melee attack and the attack generates a despair result, the attacker is automatically hit with an attack, dealing 8 damage.
What? So if you get hit if you get
with
hit
a melee attack. Yeah, if I get hit with a melee attack and the attacker rolls a despair result, they take 8 damage.
That's pretty
It's a
crazy.
despair result.
Yeah, but
This
but to get
this damage is applied to the attacker's strain threshold.
Oh, despair is the opposite of triumph.
Yeah, so they have to be rolling a red die against you for some reason. So
yeah, if the attack generates 2 threat results, the attacker is disoriented for 1 round. Wearing a charge suit counts as being equipped with shock gloves as well.
Wow. Okay, so that's quite the suit for you. That's all up in your alley. Where is that from in the books? Because that's definitely not Edge of the Empire.
Essential collection of weapons and equipment, page 78.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, it is 2,000 credits, so
yeah. I mean, it's definitely not cheap by far. But yeah, as I said, it's simple pimple to find. Like we're literally on our way there. You might see one in a shop window. You go
funny.
You go into a personal defense shop and do your best Wookie, and they just look at you confused until who translates for you.
I point at the suit. And I put down money.
Our friend here would like that suit.
It won't quite fit him. It's not quite tailored right, but I guess we can make some alterations.
I would recommend it. He's willing to pay.
Additional credits.
Okay, so that means this next scene that we're in this bar, you are currently at the tailor dealing with the tailor stuff as they're kind of fitting the suit to you. You will catch up to us in a little bit, but you are out of the scene for now. So
I'm so poor.
No money for you, but you do have the coolest suit ever. So
make sure they put a deodorant stick in the armpits on that thing.
So you guys are in the bar, the 3 of us. Masteroid is running around causing havoc, getting yelled at by the bartender, which leaves Run and Chesty to cause their own havoc.
Anybody look like they're in charge, or have sitting there having a drink, have a couple people stand over them, look like they're taking care of them?
You can make a roll for that.
What is that? We're rolling.
What roll you think you're rolling? You gotta look at stuff.
Streetwise?
Streetwise would be a good one, for sure.
Okay. And what's my difficulty?
You're just trying to find someone who's in charge in a new place. I'll give you a hard roll and throw a setback, because again, you guys have never dealt with pikes before, so you don't really have any idea of their rank structure.
So is that three black?
3 purple, 1 black.
I got 1 yellow, 1 green against 3 purple and 1 black. Where's my freaking mouse?
Oh, also, Rook, I rolled a force die and I got a dark side for the.
Oh, I will add that to the pile. Thank you.
It's the 3rd week in a row that I rolled dark side.
I rolled a double dark side, so I'll feel bad.
I was gonna say I've been using the dark side points like crazy today, so I appreciate the extras.
Two threats, 2 failures against 3 successes. So I'll succeed, but I have 2 threats.
You'll wait. Say that again. One more time. I'm sorry.
2 threats, 2 failures against 3 successes.
2 threats, 2 failures versus 3 successes. So you succeed by 1 and take 2 threat. Which for you, I'm gonna let you have a choice here. Do you want to take 2 strain, or do you want to give any one of your party members a setback on their next roll?
I'll take 2 strain.
Okay, 2 strain for you. Crazy. Anyway, so success. You go up to a someone that looks aloof, like they're kind of just sitting back, like they own the place. They're just relaxed watching the bar. It looks like they're flipping through some kind of news document on their phone, their Omni deck. As you approach, they look up and in I don't remember what Pikes speak. I think they have their own language. They look up at you and, how can I help?
I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time.
That you can.
Me and my friends are in town. We're the crew of the Sexy Wookie, and we wanted to upgrade our droid with some skills, and I needed to maybe put an attachment on my armor. Do you know someone could do something like that?
Yeah, actually. What do you guys need a code breaker for?
Well, we generally kick around on the outer rim, and sometimes you find stuff that's locked up that you need to get into because no one's around to take care of it, and you want to sell it to somebody, but it's worthless unless you can get in.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay. And you said, what do you need for your armor, friend? He smiles widely.
Just a simple. I just want to put a vacuum seal on my padded armor or on my armor clothing. I hate getting in and out of my spacesuit if I have to go outside. I'd really just turn on the vacuum seal, throw a helmet on, and step out.
I understand that wholeheartedly. I cannot type to save my life. How do you guys spell language? Sorry.
Language.
Okay. That was close. 2 letters off.
It's not bad for being dyslexic.
You're telling me. So, Pikes, by the way, is technically their own race. They do work with other races, but like Pikes are a species. And they generally just speak basic.
Oh,
Basic.
they're basic bitches.
Whoa.
Wow. But they do basically all wear a mask. Is the easiest way to tell them apart from other people. Even their human counterparts will wear the same mask sometimes. Anyway, they do actually have their own language that is Pikese, which is what they will speak, to other members and whatnot. But they do speak basic, so there's no problem talking to you guys. Anyway, he smiles and looks around and says, vacuum seal, that's easy enough. There's a clothing shop that does weapons upgrades and things like that on the DL that would be able to do that easy peasy, no problem. You will know that's where the Wookie is at currently.
I was literally just about to ask that.
I believe they're busy fitting the Wookiee with some stuff.
A Wookie? Ugh, ugly. All right. Well, I definitely won't go in there for a little bit. Probably will smell to high heaven. Ah.
I take the deodorant stick in the armpits on that thing. I'm hoping they listened.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Ron looks over. You don't even have olfactory senses, you weirdo. No nose for you.
But I've got a good imagination.
So, like I said, I wasn't thinking too much would be difficult for the vacuum seal, but I was worried about the droid upgrade. It might be a little more touchy.
Yeah, but you're in luck. You walked into the right bar, you talked to the right person, and I happen to know a guy not too far away that needs something done. And it's going to require a code breaker anyway. So, how's this? You do me a little favor. I get you a code breaker. And then you pay me the difference on what it costs comparatively what the job pans out. Sound fair?
I believe that sounds suitable for everybody.
All right. He gives you a little location. He says one of our members will be waiting there. I'll calm ahead. And once you get it done, let me know. I don't want to speak about it in here. There's too many ears.
Hey, what's the name of our syndicate that we belong to?
The Ordnance Syndicate, and it might be a smart choice not to mention them. At least not yet.
Oh, I'm typing on the wrong computer. I'm not getting any letters.
I hate when that happens. So, all that being said, will you guys go back to the place to get the repair suit and whatnot and pick up your Wookie? But with the repair suit, you can just drop your armor off. They'll get it fitted and you can pick it up later. Are you willing to run around without armor for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. What's the price on that? 500?
500, yeah. I was gonna say, do they have a set of padded armor I could take with me? Because that's like armored clothing. They have padded armor I could purchase to run around in while I'm doing that, so that I have both.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'll slip them. I'll slip 1,000 cubits.
Look at that Monopoly man slinging around cash.
They're happy to take your money and give you a new fresh suit. Just out of curiosity, because you can stylize it here. Do you get any special design, or is it just kind of Corellian padded suit?
I wish I had hard points so I get a camouflage
Actually,
adjustable, but it doesn't.
as a side note, if you're not worried about wearing your same outfit, it would probably be cheaper just to buy the armor with the upgrade put in it.
Oh, just buy a new suit with it has vacuum seal.
Yeah.
Oh, if they have that, let's totally do that.
Okay, let me go.
That'd be 1,500, or that'd be 1,000.
Well, let's look at your armor really quick. Items, armor,
Oh, and get 250 off because I trade my armor in.
something like that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find the armor bit here. I do not care about. I want armor, not guns. Okay. Yeah. So vacuum sealed price is 1,000 credits.
Okay, and then take my used one for 250.
The only issue, it can only be applied to laminite or battle armor.
Oh, it won't. I thought it. Oh, I just said it has a hard point on the.
Yes, you do have a hard point, but the thing you were trying to get is still much more expensive than what you have currently. But you could just buy. Let's see if I can find the right page here. Adverse environmental gear. That would give you something. Price wise for that one is only 500. And it has a hard point by itself. A silk value of 1. So it's worse than your padded armor, but it gives you the adverse stuff. What's the other thing that might work for you? Oh no, that's not going to help you at all. I take that back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so armored clo no, that's not it. Heavy battle armor is 5,000 and restricted, and Lamanites 2,500. So if you wanted sealed Lamanite, it'd be 3,500.
Yeah, I don't want to drain my resources that much to fit. So that's what I'm saying. Bummer.
Yeah, and honestly, looking at that, it's on this planet a 6, so it'd be a
4.
an average roll to find it here. Trying to think of it. There's a piece of gear that isn't that expensive that is for like breathing and whatnot. I mean, you could buy just a straight up spacesuit.
I have a spacesuit.
Oh, then what are you worried about a sealed thing then?
Well, because I could just throw a helmet on and go with what I had. I wouldn't have to change out in it. The spacesuit doesn't have any armor.
Let me look. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a whole outfit change. Yeah, so you're kind of SOL on that one. This would be a great place to buy the Lamanite, but I don't think you have enough money for it currently. Oh, and while I'm in there, I need to see how expensive this code breaker is.
I donate you money, but I'm broke.
Data breaker's just 1,000.
But it is restricted. Okay, cool. So, you head to this little chop shop, kind of a couple miles away, and sitting there is a non-helmeted mechanic. He looks to be human, probably in his early 60s, and he is working on a droid currently. He looks up to the lot of you and says, "Ah, Darfan sent you my way, huh?"
That he did. He needs something done, and we need an upgrade to get it done.
Yes. I just got one of these in from one of my last jobs. I'm sad to see it go so far. Darthan says he's paying for it ahead of time, so don't worry about it. We'll get it attached. Who's taking it? And he looks at the 3 tall people.
I'm not there. Remember, I'm getting suited up.
No. We picked you up.
Oh, okay.
Junk
Oh.
junk scooches forward.
That would be me.
Oh God, it talks. Who's the idiot that put a voice on a mouse droid?
I take credit whether or not it's true or not.
We had to do that because he has this nasty affinity for grenades, and he talks about it when he has them, so it kind of gives us a few seconds warning.
It's obviously my language translator.
He looks at you and is like, he seems mad. Is he okay? I don't speak Wookie.
Junk?
He's fine. He's just hungry.
Noted. Okay, so we're installing it on the. This is dangerous. Okay, I will do my best not to fry your circuits, little thing.
Well, I can help you.
Oh no, you can't. You're going right off. He comes in and pushes a couple buttons, and you deactivate.
What? No, I don't get to.
All right, let's see if he goofs up your robot or not. Oh my God! Ooh. Well, on a plus note, no failures. Also on a plus note, 1 success. But I rolled 4 threat. On a plus note, I rolled 3 advantage. So it's only 1 threat to you there, robot. You wake up a bit later with a new code breaker installed on your insides. You've only taken 1 strain.
Okay.
It seems
Them software upgrades, let me tell you.
so. You will know instantaneously because you are a robot and can kind of know these things. This is 100% outlaw tech. This is not your regular hand jammy official Imperial code breaker. This is like some scrapped together POS that may or may not work 90% of the time. So for you, while you're using this code breaker, it will give you a setback per difficulty until you succeed enough to get rid of those setbacks. So basically, you'll start off with 3 or 4, and then once you succeed once, it drops down to 2. Then you drop down, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. So the first time you do a hard code break, it's 4 setback die. The next time you do a 4 hard break, it's down to 3 and 2 and 1 and so on and so forth. So basically, each challenge die is its own thing. Kind of do your best to keep track of it.
I think as like Junk gets like rebooted, he kind of like it just kind of sits there for a second, and you see his body like rotate back and forth between everybody, and I think you guys just hear
Yes.
He doesn't have
Can
eyes.
we
Who is he looking at? Oh, says the old man. He goes, well, that's part of the job. You're basically testing out this new equipment for us. There is a small stash of credits that have been compromised, that the Pikes have been peddling at our local Imperial complex, a little police station not too far away, and we need you to get in there and retrieve them for me. I don't need you to spend any of them. I just need you to collect all of them that are in the evidence vault. Is that a doable assignment for you? I mean, at this point, the thing is installed, so it is a doable assignment. I'm more telling you than asking you.
Oh, it is more than doable.
Run's like, I feel like if he had nipples, he'd be rubbing them right now.
What the?
Okay, we're gonna use this place yet again. So
I point at wherever our ship is. The sexy Wookie.
I mean, you're nowhere nearby, so you kind of just point.
It doesn't matter. I know where I'm at.
Okay. The shop owner is disconcerted. Is he still hungry?
Oh, I get eating anything in front of him.
That's fair. I guess.
Has he eaten anything while I've been out?
No.
Then we should probably get going. You don't want to see him when he gets really hungry.
The man looks concerned, for sure.
Okay. I'll look around for any complimentary mints.
There are definitely no random mints in this dude's shop.
How lame. Any Andes candies?
No, what? Get out of here, Widow. Okay, so you guys are heading to an Imperial police office, right? Again, the easiest way to describe it. It's full of Imperial guardsmen or Imperial police, whatever you want to call them. Do you guys do?
Are they wearing like riot gear or like
the basic Imperial uniforms that signify their police? So they're like in that nice black uniform that they wear, but with like a blue stripe across their thing, and they are carrying what looks to be a stun gun and a baton.
That's dangerous.
They could hurt someone with those.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. They probably enjoy it. But here, these yahoos look shall we say, in shape. Like they're ready for something for some reason. I was going to say they were fat and portly, but I rolled really bad for you guys. So these guys look ready to, like, they're just waiting for someone to make a wrong move.
Oh shit! I took a left turn.
I mean, almost instantaneously, they spot the Wookiee and the Bothan and a couple of them start walking over, kind of just like fidgeting with their batons.
These are not the off-worlds we were looking for.
You gotta be force sensitive for that to work. But they come over and look at these little hairy things. What are you doing down here? You a little lost? Either of you gonna speak? You know how to speak basic? He kind of looks up the Wookiee. Well, at least you understand it, you furry little thing. What about you, Bothan? Run, shakes his head. And, yeah, of course. Sorry. Can I help you, officer? Well, if you're gonna stand there and be in this area, what are you doing here? This is a police station. Do you need help with something? Can we help you? Or do you just need directions to get the fuck off somewhere else? What about you there, Shiny? Looking at our Mandalorian who's in his new clothing. Oh, actually, wait, you didn't get new clothing, huh? Okay, so I'm still gonna call you Shiny because you got shiny bits of your armor. How's that sound? You with these off welders?
Yes, we are.
All right. I'm gonna ask the very simple question one more time. How can we help you?
So it's my understanding, right, that there's a thing here at this police station that we are trying to get access to, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I thought that this was the mail place. This is not the mail place.
Are you carrying a box still?
I am.
The box just says all of our shitty equipment that we can't carry around in town.
Just
got a
the
little
mail.
I'm 100% okay with that. That in the week ahead of time, you just made a box for storing all of our stuff that we don't want to get carried. Like, it looks ridiculous, and you carry it everywhere. So as a note, if you are using this, you will have setbacks when you're trying to do athletic things because you're carrying a big ass box. But you can conceal your weapons in it without too much problem.
So essentially, we're trying to steal money out of the evidence locker. It's like the basic feeling I'm getting from this.
Yes,
100%. Can while this interaction is happening and these clearly racist people are dealing with the group, in order to get these credits, like, is it something that like has to be like carried out, or is this like credit sticks that can like be stuffed into a little droid?
definitely credit sticks that can get stuffed into a little droid.
All right. Well, I think Junk clearly has not been clocked by these racists. We'll just start going, and we'll try to like sneak in
Cool.
while he can.
Make a stealth check then.
Okay.
They are distracted by your friends, so I will give you a boost. And this will be an easy, it's an easy check. Again, they're very distracted by your built-in distractions.
That's 1 success and 2 advantages.
Sweet. Would you like to burn your advantages to get a +1 on your next stealth roll?
Yeah, I feel like I might need that.
Okay, so you sneak past them without too many problems. You get to the front of the building, and it's a pretty simple police station, right? It's maybe 2-3 rooms. There's probably not a lot of officers that stay here on a regular basis. You're going to assume there's probably only 2 more people that stay here from the size of the building. One of them's probably, you know, some kind of clerk, and the other one is probably, you know, the person that takes care of the maintenance and weapons and evidence.
Right.
Here. So you just enter, just open the doors up and go.
Yeah.
Okay, you do so. Make another stealth check, as there's one more officer talking to someone at a front desk. It also looks like they have a human kind of bent over the counter, you know, being post arrested.
Okay. Assuming average difficulty this time.
Yes.
One success, one advantage.
Okay. Do you have anything you can spend that advantage on for stealth?
Probably not.
Okay, you let that flutter away into nothingness.
No.
But you succeed. They do not see you. As you make your way back to the back of the station, there's a security door. Dun dun dun. And it's locked.
Oh no. Whatever.
If only,
Whatever shall I do?
if only you had a code breaker installed, you might be able to break through this very complicated vault lock. Okay. Just because I have to refresh myself on how the code breaking works, let me pull up the book here, because it's not just a simple computers check. There's more to it. If I look at the code breaker, though, it'll give me the basic idea.
Okay. Oh no.
What do you own?
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
Oh, just stuff on my end.
Oh, okay. You're freaking me out, man. Alright, electronic clocks, blinker. Da, da, da.
Meanwhile, outside, racism continues.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
I was gonna start translating. I was gonna start translating for Tariff, but then I realized, wait, if they're just distracted by, you know, getting their clan rally together, maybe I can take advantage of this.
Oh man.
Not that bad. They're just being assholes. Okay, so sorry, I'm looking through the extra stuff here. It looks like it just automatically lets you get through. Wait. I found the unique illegal equipment here.
Oh yeah. So the data breaker adds +2 blue dice to computer check made to slice computers.
Yeah. So did you get a data breaker or a lock breaker?
I asked for a data breaker.
Okay, because the electronic lock breaker is something totally different.
Yeah.
But it's the same price, just out of curiosity. 10 seconds here. Okay, so funnily enough, it's the same thing, and I was 100% thinking that you needed the lock breaker, not the other breaker. But since you said the other one, I will allow it, and I will change the setting to make it make sense. Anyway.
Hey, you know, it's fine. It's close.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's just an advanced slicers kit. So, you will give it a shot. So the advantage of having the electronic lock breaker is it automatically breaks most locks, except for the super complicated ones. Using this, you have to do a computer check, but you get the advantages.
Yeah.
And it works on more than just the locks.
Right.
Also, the lock breaker is huge.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't seen anything about a lock breaker at all. So.
Yeah, it's just a different item.
So yeah, just kind of like hacking into the system and trying to open up the doors to get into the the quote unquote evidence locker there.
Okay, this is a daunting challenge. So 4.
All right.
Actually, because of the countermeasures that would be on this one, it's 2 purple and 2 red.
Okay, and my code breaker. I did have a question because I did use XP to upgrade my code breaker to level 2.
Okay.
It says decrease difficulty of checks to break codes, decrypt communications. Where is it? Hold on. Bypass security. So, would this be a bypass security or a code breaker?
So I think this would fall under code breaker, right? Decrease the difficulties of checks to break codes or decrypt communications by 1. Yeah, code breaker is going to be way better. Bypass security just gives you extra removing of ranks because you only ever get 2 code breakers. Did you take both of them or just one of them?
Oh, I have both of them.
Oh, okay. So that means this is actually just a regular daunting one. You get to decrease the reds by 2. I didn't give you any setback because you're not really speeding through. So, on a plus note, there you go.
All right. Oh God, I love being so skilled at computers.
Oh, but as a side note, remember because of the thing that we did with this code breaker, because it is janky,
Right.
you have 4 setbacks. So with your 2 code breaker and your 1 bypass security, you're taking away 3. So 1 setback, 2 boost, and 4 purple, plus whatever your computer skill is.
Okay, so I will roll an additional. I will roll a setback dice then. I don't think it's really gonna matter, because I had 3 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay, so you can't fail.
Okay, sorry. So now with that one, it adds a failure.
Okay.
So it's only one. Yeah. So I still succeed. It just added 1 failure against a slew of successes.
Okay, fantastic. Good enough for me. You are able to pop the lock without any bonuses, but you're in. Hacker voice. Cutscene before you go outside to our Yahoos dealing with these 2 police officers. They seem to be getting increasingly annoyed that you guys are kind of just standing around here. They're really trying to get you to move along, but unlike the officers, you guys noticed your little droid kind of just zip off into the fun. What are you doing here? What is the plan? How are you going to smooth talk your way through this?
Obviously through the use of not knowing how to speak and asking about the mail. Okay. Where do I get the postage stamps? I like to draw like the most like ridiculous symbol of a post-it stamp, like Abraham Lincoln's face with a bunch of like squiggly lines around it or something,
Would you like to make a coercion check?
Coercion? I'm not trying to coerce anybody.
They don't speak Wookie.
Yeah, I think it would be more along the lines of, I mean, it doesn't really matter what kind of check. Because everything's going to be 2.
Okay.
Right? But like I'm trying to be like pretty like straightforward about it.
Okay.
But I yeah, whatever the check is, it's going to be 2.
Okay. I mean, I just the tone of how you're doing it generally would be a coercion check because again, they don't speak and you're trying to get them to do something that you want through your yelling essentially.
Nice.
You're looking
Streetwise. Obviously, I'm talking about the mail.
This is not an appropriate use of Streetwise, unfortunately.
There's never an appropriate. Oh, but yeah, I get you. Okay, I'll do that.
And it is a daunting check because again, you don't speak the language.
4 purple.
Yeah. Instead of setbacks, I will give you that.
2 green, 4 purple.
Okay. Good luck.
You got this.
Oh no. 1 failure, 3 threats.
Wow, no successes?
No.
You're gonna get tased.
You start wildly swinging the box around left and right, and they immediately are just like, you gotta calm down there, big boy. They're going to try
They don't hit me?
They don't hit you yet. They're going to try a reverse coercion check. So, they're going to use their stats against your
What
stats.
are they saying? Because I can understand them just fine.
Yes, they tell you to calm down.
I am calm.
Again, Wookie, over here. There you go, police officer. Let's see what their number is here.
27.
Well, they don't have any special stuff in it, so they just get to do their basic skill group for it, which is under willpower, which is 2. So it's 2v2. So if they succeed on this check, you will immediately stop and just chill. If not, things will escalate. At this point, you want them to roll well. I tried real hard. So those cancel out that. It fails by 1. So you continue to try and tell them you just want mail. And I'm over there trying to explain that. And they're not listening to me. They're not listening to... Mandalorian, do you speak Wookiee? Or do you need the droid for translation?
I need a droid.
So you and these cops are just very confused on why the Wookiee is screaming. And I'm over here just like, wait, calm down. You're going to get beat up. Don't do this. Wookiee, you feel a sharp pain in your side as you're looking at me and not the yahoos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You take.
What's he hit me for? What was the roll for that?
I'm about to roll it. It's really not that crazy.
This is a melee attack against the melee suit.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I gotta know what he rolls.
That's 100% fair. Side note, yeah, no, never mind. You don't give any downgrades to attacks and things, so it doesn't upgrade the difficulty yet. Later on, you can pick those up as a bodyguard, so keep an eye on your skill tree.
Now.
Well, they rolled really well. Damn. 1 threat, 1 failure versus 4 success.
So they definitely hit me.
They hit you with 1, and they do 2 extra with their electro prod stick. They do 6 damage, so 8 damage, stun damage.
I take 2 strain. Because I have 6 soak.
Wow, you got 6 soak?
Yeah.
You know what doesn't care about soak?
Stun damage does care about soak.
You sure about that?
I'm certain because I just read it like
Did you?
5 minutes ago.
Okay. I thought it was... Wait, what am I thinking of then? I thought stun specifically avoided soak.
No, it says it treats it as normal. A weapon with stun deals strain to the target. When the stun quality is activated, it inflicts strain equal to the weapon's stun rating. However, stun damage passive, some weapons deal stun damage instead of regular damage. In this case, the weapon damage deals as strain instead of wounds. The damage is still reduced by the target's soak.
Okay, yep. Gotcha. So it's not the active version, it's the passive version. Okay. Yeah, and they didn't get enough things to activate disorientate, so they did a whopping 2 stunny stuns. So
I step back.
You stepping back was the right choice, as it allows one of us to make a roll to try and calm the officers down. RJ, would you like to make it, or would you like me to give them a charm or coercion check it? I do.
Charm. I am like trained in charm. I get. Oh no, I'm not.
The charming, alarming.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and try it. Well, 2 against what?
So I'm trained in charm. If you would like me to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay. I will get a couple setback for this though, unfortunately, just because they are already in combat stance, ready to fight. Yeah. I want you to know I gave it the old college try. The setbacks did nothing; they were blank, but both of my purples were double failures.
Ooh.
My one green was a double success. But then I only had an advantage. So my cool man blues did not help the situation out at all. So prepare for combat. Because of how close quarters this is, I do not think we need to pull up the map unless you guys want me to, because it's literally you're 2 feet away from these guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Just
roll your initiative.
oh, what's our initiative thing again?
You just roll your positive dice for in this case it is going to be cool because you saw it coming.
Oh, hey, 2 yellow.
Excuse me.
What the? Oh, that makes more sense. Gotcha.
It's my cool. My cool is
Meanwhile, Junk's inside, oblivious to all of this.
right.
I got 2 successes.
Rapid
3
reactions.
success.
So I can suffer a strain to gain an equal number of successes. I'm going to take 1 strain to get an automatic success. But 1 second, let me do my roll. 1 strain. Oh, okay. 2 successes, 2 advantage, and I'm taking the automatic extra 1. So a total of 3 and 2 is where I'm sitting. What about the rest of y'all?
I
3.
got a 2.
Okay. Wait, 3 successes
Yes.
with no advantage, or just 3 straight?
Just 3.
All right, you got quick draw by your boy. Let's see where these enemies fall at.
Negative 12.
Their presence is just 2. 2 and 1, and double advantage. So it'll go me, RJ, enemy 1, the Wookie, enemy 2. And then we'll Junk for funsies. Go ahead and roll me a thing, and just we'll cutscene to you on your turn, so you're not just sitting around the entire time.
Okay. 2 advantages. That's it.
Okay,
So I'm go very last.
You will go at the end of every round. That'll make my life easy. So with that being said, me first. Okay, well, I don't have any weapons on me currently. Because I put them in the box. The Wookiee is holding the box with all the guns and things, so we don't have to run around with pistols and whatnot. RJ, I don't even know if your rifle would. What kind of weapons do you have generally?
I have a blaster pistol, and I have a heavy blaster rifle, and I have a vibroblade.
Okay, so your vibroblade and your heavy blaster rifle probably couldn't.
I mean, my
fit in the
Rick
box.
blade is in the box.
Yeah, you're right. That's kind of a large weapon. Okay, so he could probably not fit the rifle, but he definitely could fit the blade. So are you packing your rifle with you, or did you leave that on the ship?
I'd leave it on the ship.
Okay, so you and me are both fisticuffs until the box gets opened and we can grab our weapons. Which means I'm gonna do the brawls so I can try and grapple this Yahoo, because my melee is just as bad as my brawl, and at least maybe I'll be able to grapple him. And someone else can punch him in the face. The dice say, "No, take a strain, fam." I try. Grappling with police officers is probably a poor choice. Just for the record.
No, it's not.
Okay, that's my turn. I canceled everything out, so except for the strain I took.
So I'm going to continue saying, "Hey, calm down, relax, and I, grab one and try and toss in the corner.
Okay, so you're gonna do a grapple or a brawl check as well.
Yeah. So it's 2 on 2.
Yes, if that is your brawl.
Yep. 2 successes, 2 failures.
What a surprise! Grappling the cops is a bad choice. Okay, so the first one is the one that electrocuted our Wookiee friend. And he will do so again because Wookiee's scurry.
Is he before me? Dang.
Yes.
I got 2 successes. Dang.
He
The best I could do.
He got 2 successes and 1 advantage. Oh my god, they hate you. 1 threat and 4 successes. So 1 to activate with 3 extra damage, so 9 stun damage. Luckily, you have the soak of a god, so.
Ooh. Yeah, but I'm taking. That's a. How much stun damage total? 9 minus 6.
Yeah, so
3.
3. That's a lot for you.
I'm almost out stunned. I'm almost stun locked.
That's rough. It's your turn. That's all you can do. He only gets 1 action. Or only needs 1 action currently.
Well, that was rude. So I don't know what else to do besides. Is there a way for me to grab his stick and hit him with it?
Hit him.
You could kind of like we did with the big gun. You could take a turn to try and brawl, and do a disarm.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to hit him this round with it, but you could definitely try and take it out of his hand.
Hit him with the box.
Okay.
I was thinking about hitting him with the box. It's technically a weapon, but
So as an incidental, would you like to just drop the box so you have free hands?
yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I should
Grab
have been adding boost to their rolls while you're holding that box. That's okay. We'll let it slide.
If anything, it was a shield. It's a big box.
Right, yeah.
I got to get extra.
All right, so you drop your box so you have free hands, and you're going to try and disarm this person. So you're going to use a brawl check, but you will also suffer a upgrade to the dice roll for their defense. So you are dealing with 1 red and 1 purple.
Okay. 1 success, 4 advantages.
Whoa!
Heck, you almost are able to critical with that, aren't you? So what's the brawl critical?
I don't know what brawl criticals are for taking somebody's weapons. I only know what they are for my weapons. But yeah. I would like to take it from him.
You are able to do so. How would you like to spend your advantage? You can
by snapping it in half and throwing it on the ground and being like, ah!
You do not have the Sunder ability on your bare hands, unfortunately, unless it.
Are you sure?
I'm like 90% on this one.
I mean, isn't it like canon that Wookiees can rip like arms off of people? Like breaking a stick seems,
trivial. Oh, he says. Oh.
If wounded, deal +1 damage to brawl melee attacks.
Well, except you weren't doing damage; you were just disarming him. I mean,
unless
you were literally disarming him. But if you're just taking the weapon out of his hand, again, you've done that.
Okay.
I mean, for advantage though, I'm gonna rule it cool and say yes. If you spend all 4 of your advantage, you will be able to break the weapon as you disable it.
I just want to break it and then throw it on the ground and cross my arms like this.
You do so, only to get electrocuted from behind.
Do a b-boy stance.
Maybe. He might miss.
So rude.
He will not miss.
They're racist. What do you mean?
Hey,
does my armor matter at all? Question.
Actually, yeah, because I got 2 threat on this one. It does something on 2 threat, right?
Yep, they become stunned.
It just straight up stun?
Yeah.
What's the stun rating
on
on your
2 threat? For just a sec, I'll read it specifically for that section. It says, and I quote, if the attack generates 2 threat results, the attacker is disoriented for 1 round.
Okay. Which means they have a setback on all of their dice for the next round.
Okay.
So they still hit you for 1 with a whopping 6, which gets canceled out by your soak. So
yeah,
you got zooped in the back, and then
turn and look at his stick.
It's looking rather tasty. All right, end of the initiative order. It's now on to our little droid on the inside. As you are searching through the files to find this evidence, you find it.
And
But
you hear
you're gonna have to
loud
make,
Wookiee noises.
you do hear loud Wookiee noises outside. But you do notice the people on the inside of the room are looking rather concerned. But as you're looking to get this evidence, you have to get the little robot that stores it to bring it to you. So I need you to make another lock breaking check. Again, daunting, but at this point you get to subtract one of those 4 setback die plus your regular reductions.
Okay. So another this is
But
standard.
I take that back because it's actually even better because this one didn't have the reds on it, so it actually reduces the difficulty by 2, lowering it to an average roll for you.
Right. Everything's getting canceled out. Holy shit! So with everything all said and done, it left me with 1 success, 1 advantage.
1 success, 1 advantage. I mean that's okay. You're good.
Not great, but it does what it needs. All of my good stuff is being negated.
But it works. Okay, yeah. So you boop boop boop, and the other droid goes right on it, boss. Zzz, 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 zzz. It'll take a round to get the stuff out for you.
Yeah. No, that's no problem. If Junk had like a foot, he had like a wrist to look at a watch. He'd just be tapping his foot, looking at the watch.
So, top of the order, me. Sorry, I'm over here like, who's next? It's me. I noticed that the Wookiee has disarmed our handy dandy guards, and I go, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna take his gun.
Do it.
I'm gonna try. It's just a regular brawl for me, which is a whopping 2 versus 2. On a plus note, he doesn't have a beat 'em stick in his hand, so if I fail super terribly, he probably won't hurt me. Run is having a rough time. He attempts to grab the gun, and the guard goes, "No, sir, not for you. That's mine."
I thought you said he didn't have guns.
I
thought you said they were just equipped with the stun baton and
they
armor.
also have the stun pistols.
Okay.
But yeah, I reach for it and they go, "No, sir," and I take a strain as they fight me with it. But on a plus note, he hasn't pulled it out yet, so
Might now.
He might now. RJ,
I hope he doesn't pull it out. We're in public.
Didn't stop the look.
Hey there, Mandalorian. It's your turn there, Chesty Pulley.
So, is there any reinforcements coming?
No, it's just they have yet to. It's been around, so they have yet to reach for a radio or yell for things.
There's 4 people in this whole building, and 2 of them are here. Besides us. Oh.
I mean, the others, from Jug's view, you know that the other officers are inside, just kind of like watching this happen in abject horror.
While there is like someone in cuffs, like in their lobby, right? Is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's one guy actively being arrested, or like being handled. So it's not like he can leave to go deal with the other guy because this guy's a prisoner, right?
Yeah.
So they're disarmed?
Of their
One of them.
nightsticks. Yes, and only one of them so far.
Oh, the other guy's just stunned.
Yeah, disorientated, which means he has a setback to all of his rolls.
So I guess I want to take his nightstick and his gun away. Just snatch him off.
Well, you can only attack one weapon at a time. You're going to use the brawl, and you're going to do it to disarm. He currently is equipped with the nightstick.
Okay. So I guess I'll take the nightstick out of his hand. So he's
Okay.
stabbed.
Make your roll.
Shocking shit out of everybody. There
Like-
we go. That's what I'm talking about. 2 successes, a blank, and a threat.
Okay, before you get excited about your roll, did you roll 1 red and 1 purple?
No, I rolled. Let me re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah. The second. Let me roll. Roll the green. It fell off here. Right now, I'm up. Let's see if I can get some advantage or something. Oh, what is that thing? That's an advantage. Okay. So, 1 failure, 2 success, and 1 advantage.
One more time, sorry.
2 success and an advantage, and 1 failure.
Okay, so 2 success good, advantage good. So advantage and a success total.
Yeah.
Okay. You succeed, and you have a handy dandy advantage to push forward to your next round that you make a brawl with. You aren't able to crack the weapon like the Wookiee, but that's because you only got 1. But you have disarmed the weapon from him. You can spend the advantage to kind of like yeet it out of his hand, right? Instead of taking hold of it. Or you can just...
Yeah, because I don't want to be accused of stealing it. I just want to take it out of his hand and just disarm him.
Okay, so he's disarmed, and you kick it far enough away to where it'll be a pain in the butt for him to run it. Like, he'll have to do a movement to get to it to pick it up. Next up is the enemy, who is dealing with the two of us. He's going to try and quick draw his weapon.
Who's he shooting? My hands are crossed, remember.
Yeah.
I did specify that.
You are 100% correct. He's definitely shooting the dude who's currently struggling with him, which is Run is trying his best. So he's making a ranged attack close up. So we're going to upgrade the dice, but he's also using a gun, which gives him some kind of advantage, maybe.
Because he's at close range.
Can you please explain to me why they have 2 different... What? Sorry, I'm reading the stuff that they... So on the character that I am pulling these guys off of, the character has the electroprod, a pistol, a heavy pistol, and then a blaster rifle. Like, it's just...
But you said earlier
no, these guys are different. They don't have the rifle, and they don't have the extra pistol. But it's all the same. Like, it's a Relby Kelly 25 for each one of these. So it's a Relby Kelly blaster, default, heavy, and rifle. Like, there's not even a note that's like, you can only have one of the 3 or anything like that. Like, that's so dumb. Anyway, they're using the stun thing with their light scope, which is a 3v3 pew pew roll. Well, that cancels that. Nope, that doesn't cancel that. That cancels that. That cancels that. That's a blank. 2 success and 1 threat. So they'll take a strain, but they'll hit and do an extra damage. And with this silly thing, it's 7. And your boy Run over here with a whopping Soka 3. So I take 4. And I am looking goofed up. I'm at 9. Ow. It hurt. They shot me.
You shot me.
Alright, Wookie, it's your turn. You just saw Run get shot by a stun pistol. He's still standing, but it looked like it hurt.
I grab his pistol.
You're gonna grab the gun out of his hand? Alright. Same roll as before. Make your roll 2 for the challenge and then upgrade it. So 1 red, 1 purple.
Okay, just one moment. What the?
It's just so funny to to picture. Just takes the baton away, and just sees him pull out a gun. He's just like, no, we've been over this.
Means, but I think it's still good. But I could be wrong.
I'm listening.
2 successes.
Okay.
3 advantages.
Okay.
1 despair.
Ooh, that is rough. So despair counts as a failure, but also has negative consequences. So you do succeed, and it's gonna negate all of your advantage. But that's it.
Okay.
You are able to disable it because you got 3 advantage. I'm gonna let you knock out the negative quality for the despair.
So I just grab the gun and then I just like hold it underneath.
Okay, you are now equipped with a light blaster stun pistol.
No, I'm not holding it by. I'm specifically holding it by the barrel rather than
Okay,
the pistol piece, so that they see that I'm not trying to shoot them.
Okay, as an incidental, not that it really matters, you are going to flip the gun around so it doesn't look like you were trying to shoot people with the gun that you just took off of them. Got it. Smart choice. I like it. Next up, the other enemy, who is now dealing with a Mandalorian that just stole his stick and yeeted it somewhere far away. He uses his move action to pull out his gun and then pew pew! Same thing, close range, since you guys are engaged. 3v3 roll.
Hold on a second. I think I have some for this.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, I will, if you need...
Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Fudge.
So, 2 advantage versus... 2 advantage and 3 success versus 4 threat and 1 failure. So, they hit and do an extra damage. That cancels that out. And then they take 2 threat. Unfortunately, they're not attacking the Wookiee, so it's not good enough for... Oh, wait. This one has a disorient. Might be worse. 2 seconds here. And another threat. They take 3 threat! So, they're going to take... 3 strain. That's a lot of strain for a Yahoo over here. Look at their stats and make sure that doesn't murk them. Oh, they're still standing. They're still standing. But they look rough. Apparently, the shooting you, they like clipped themselves or something dumb, or burnt their hand on their gun. They hurt. It was bad. But they still do 7 points of damage to you.
Remember to use your soak value.
Yeah, it's so
Of your armor.
subtract your
Right.
soak and subtract your it's stun damage, not real damage. So make sure you're doing strain, not wounds.
Wait. Let me
Wizard with wounds. Oh my god. My soak skill weak. Weak.
Bro, I have 2 soak.
I was gonna say I got 3 soak over here suffering.
I got 6 soak, 22 wound threshold, but I only have 10 strain.
Yeah, well, I think my first dedication is going to go into bronze, so I can get at least up to 4 soak.
So is ranged defense 1? Does that take one of the trains?
No. Actually, it would give him another disorientate dice. I'll roll that really quick and see if that does anything to him. It rolled blank, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So 1 soak, so that makes how many plus 6? Plus 5?
It did 7 damage. So again,
Or plus okay.
7 damage to your strain minus your soak value.
yeah.
Right. Well, yes.
So he's saying he's at 6. He's already taken some. Sounds right. Next.
It is now the top of the initiative.
Or no, it be
It's RJ's turn.
No, it's Junk's turn.
Junk!
Oh.
Yeah.
The little robot wheels over a small box of credits. Now you look in there and it's probably 4,000 credits at a minimum. If not more. Though you know that these are all stamped illegal credits. They're basically worthless unless they're recycled. But they look cool. It's a small treasure hoard worth of sticks. You are able to shove the box into your internal compartment. Because I say so, and it makes my life easier.
Yeah.
Actually,
So yeah.
you know what? I take that back. I'm gonna roll a force die, and we're gonna see how big it is. So if it's the more light side, the smaller it is. The more dark side, the
Okay.
bigger it is. One dark
The
side.
big black
Okay.
book.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it fills you up. You are at max encumbrance currently.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only downside.
All right. So like wheeling out of that room,
Stealth check.
do I? Yeah.
And you have a boost from last time you stealth. So
Does he have a boost from there being a brawl in the hallway?
nope, not this time.
Everybody watching that?
One success, one threat, one triumph.
Say,
You say triumph?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does that not come from a blue dice?
No. Triumph is the lightsaber looking one that comes from yellows.
Yeah. Because I have 2 yellow and.
Oh, okay.
You said stealth, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So
Don't scare me.
so Triumph's kind as stealth, and they do something even extra more. You're not doing an attack or anything like that. So I will give you an advantage to drop a bomb in the middle of this police station if that's your kind of thing. You do have stun bombs if I remember right.
No, I have frag grenades. But what I was gonna say that I wanted to do is because the 2 officers inside the building were like a little bit distracted by what's going on. I would like to little telescopic have. I mean, obviously, I know I'm going to be making a roll for this, but my action that I would like to do would be to essentially unlock the handcuffs of the criminal in the lobby.
I will allow it.
Funny.
Just as these officers are like watching what's going on, just one little telescopic arm slowly comes up with a little lockpick in hand.
I just like to imagine it's just a regular handcuff key. It's like, does it fit?
But yeah. Do you want me to roll for that or?
Yep. You're breaking the mechanical lock, so it's a mechanics check. Or skullduggery. Sorry, it's skullduggery.
Oh, it's skullduggery?
Yar.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a skill you
professional,
have.
It's a cunning skill.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't have a list of what each thing like I just have the sheet. I don't have a list of like the little notations for like what check stuff goes under. So
Gotcha. Yeah. So this is skullduggery. It is right under resilience, right above stealth.
And it is based off cunning.
And average.
A police lock? No, this is hard.
This is hard. Okay. And do I get anything from that triumph or?
The triumph allowed you to make this roll as a free action.
Okay. Okay. So I might have to start using. We might have to use a different system. I don't feel like I'm rolling bad with this thing. With the website you gave me.
Younger is making up for you.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. This is getting a little weird because like I've only had a few bad. Okay, no, I've had one very terrible roll, but everything this session has just been fucking good.
I had like 2 sessions straight of failure. Like
That's just your luck. This is why you need physical dice, because the computer dice hate you. It's like me. The computer dice hate me.
Yeah, I'm one of those players that like I love failure because it adds so much comedic value. But yeah, I got one We got 1 success and 2 advantages.
1 success,
Like
2
I'm
advantages.
rolling too good. I don't like it because this is what's gonna happen, right? There's gonna be next session where Junk is like at risk of dying, and then all the
Mini die.
like, and then all the karma comes back on me, and I don't like it.
It's fine.
I feel that. I feel that wholeheartedly, honestly. But regardless, you succeed, right?
1 success, 2 advantages.
Would you like to carry that advantage to your next skullduggery check?
I would like to give that advantage to the criminal.
Okay, the criminal has a boost, mostly in confidence. He immediately starts trying to run away, which distracts 2 of the people. The other one is still stuck behind the counter in the evidence room that you had to, is looking at the robot like, what did you just get into? And it tells him something just got pulled out of the evidence locker. He's like, what the fuck? The guards have been alerted, but they're dealing with the Yahoo running through the hallway right now. So, top of the order, it's Run's turn. Run is in much pain, and he's about had it with this police officer.
He's disarmed in all capacities.
In all capacities. So I'm just gonna do a brawl, knock him out check, cause I'm done playing this game. I'm about to get into the box on the ground and chop him into pieces, cause again my patience hath runneth dry. But I'm not going to, because that's illegal. I'm trying to behave myself. The cops will forgive a punch to the face. They will not forgive getting murdered.
Got marked in the police stops.
Hey, so I take 1 strain in doing so, like I've done this entire fight, but I do hit. I don't know if that'll actually do anything because my brawn is trashed here. Oh, and I've been forgetting to add their melee defense. That just hurts more. So I'm going to be disorientated instead of taking strain, because I got 2 threats. But I successfully grab him.
Nice.
So
Okay.
the rest of you now have. So with this, any attacks made against him have advantage. But if you despair, you hit me because I'm grappled.
Oh no.
And I can move him with my movement, but we're gonna stay here because I need the Wookiee to punch him in the face for me. Because
Wait till you're disappointed.
I am not strong. All right, jumping over to Chesty. Chesty, what you doing? You got a man in front of you with a gun. He just shot you.
I'm gonna smack him in the face hard.
All right, roll it.
3 success against 1 failure and a threat.
Okay,
So
you.
Oh, sorry. Two successes and a advantage. Is that advantage?
Okay, so before you
Yeah.
give me any more numbers, I also need a black die because you're making a melee attack to actually do damage, so it has a setback because they have armor.
Blank.
Okay, hey, that mattered then.
So basically, just I 2 successes, 1 advantage against 1 failure, 1 threat.
Okay, so the advantage and threat cancel out, and then the one of the 2 successes gets canceled out. So you do your base level damage because you don't have a weapon in your hand. So it is just your brawn.
2.
Okay, you hit him and it doesn't do nothing. It feels like the armor he's wearing that is underneath his clothes is much stronger than it appears.
Knock his ass out and take his armor. Wookie?
It's my turn.
And I'm going to reduce 2 strain with that too, Raj. That's my power.
Okay.
So how far away is the criminal? Like, is he running past us? Is he still in the office?
He's in the office, yeah. It was more of a distraction for our handy-dandy robot to get out of there successfully.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was trying to run away right now.
Speaking of, if Junk moved his whole movement, he is outside the building now.
Yeah, then he would be like just outside the door watching, like looking at the fight going on, thinking like, what the fuck?
You guys are expecting me to do heroic acts, and I'm just going to grab that gun out of that other guy's hand.
I'm holding him. Get him! Get him! Truffle! No!
Like you 100% know that like he like ignored it. Just take the gun out of the other guy's hand. Okay, so purple, red. Is he still stunned or anything? Okay.
No, that was the other one.
So I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
I did not succeed at all, but I got 4 advantages.
Nice. Not helpful because you didn't succeed. Would you like to split that up into 2 boost die to give both of your allies?
Absolutely.
All right. The Wookiee has distracted both of the enemies by yelling ferociously as he tries to grab the gun. Both officers are paying attention to the Wookiee, giving both Run and our handy-dandy Mandalorian, Chesty, a boost die on their next attack. Or brawl, I should say. So, bottom of the order, the other cop, who has a gun, and Chesty's right in front of him. Pew 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 pew. He is actually going to use a movement to disengage, so he doesn't take 3 in the negative. So he takes a step back because he wasn't grappled.
Hold on a second here. What? He's going to shoot at me?
After he takes a step back, so he'll be at short range.
So I'm going to suffer a strain to increase the difficulty incoming range attack.
Okay. And your armor gives a setback, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've increased the difficulty by 1, which changes it to a red and a purple.
And then, and I increased the difficulty by 1, and then he's got a setback with the
With your armor.
from the armor.
Got it. So we're doing 1 of all the negative dice and 3 greens. That didn't matter. That was very helpful. Well, that's unfortunate for him. Haha! So it all cancels out, and he actually technically has a failure. But he also had 2 advantages. So the next light melee or ranged attack he makes, he'll get a boost.
So,
You notice that he's kind of walking over to his gun. He didn't quite make it. Next is
Junk or the other guy?
yeah, Junk. Junk, what are you doing? You are now technically in combat if you want to be, or you can kind of just scurry away safely.
I mean, I don't know what's going on. I just see these guys attacking the crew, and is there? Oh God, what's for like trying to discern the situation?
What do you mean by discern? What information are you trying to get here?
I'm looking to like self-impose something for Junk to identify. Is this murder time, or like, is it just defend and get away?
After watching the Wookiee had plenty of chances to just clock the dude that Run was holding still for him, and he chose to instead try to disarm the other guy.
I've also seen the Wookiee try to disarm a giant gun from a droid, so that doesn't mean that the Wookiee's not looking to kill.
It happened, and then he killed him.
Yeah, that's true. So the last instance that Junk has of seeing that, a weapon was taken and then used to kill the other droid.
The difference is that I also took a different weapon and broke it in half and threw it on the ground.
Right, but he didn't see that. He was busy getting.
I didn't see you break it and throw it on the ground. I'm
and
assuming
I already have 1 gun, and I didn't use it to kill the other dude.
Right, but the Junk doesn't really know your style, so you could legitimately just like really like using people's weapons against them.
I mean, I do, but no.
So yeah,
I would say this would probably fall under.
Is it like vigilance or perception or?
Vigilance would be probably the closest thing to what you're trying to do. So you're just observing from a distance. So yeah, we'll make it a vigilance roll. I'm gonna put it as an easy roll though, so just one purple.
Oh, okay. So now I get the failure.
Oh, that's murder! They're trying to murder him!
This is murder. This is straight up murder. Okay, let's go.
All right, you have activated Killbot. We see the Cylon eye turn on.
Yeah, junk. Little robot arm, little telescopic robot arm comes out, and little vibro dagger comes out.
Oh my god.
no.
Are you running at them? Or are you hitting them with an attack right now? Or
So he won't get a chance because he took a second to observe. So
okay.
he's ready.
Oh, thank
He's
God.
readied
You
his
have a
weapon
chance.
though. He's ready to go. Next round when he moves into engage range, he gets to make an attack. So
The time for your end is nigh.
Oh no! Not like
Oh, we hear
this.
him scream. Okay, good. I can respond eventually.
All right, top of the order, me. As I turn the guard towards the robot, I'm gonna roll. How do I feel like this?
And you get a bonus one.
Okay,
Bonus die.
so I look at this guard and say, "It's not your lucky day," and I'm gonna kick his knees out from him so he's easier to stab.
You're gonna stab
Yes.
him? No! I know
No.
exactly what you're doing too.
No, I just kicked his knees out so he dropped because I have
Yeah.
him grappled, right? So
I've done that to other people.
it's gonna hurt.
I
when
know
he-
what you mean.
just getting his chest right at stabby level, so the droid doesn't have to.
It's
go for the
fine.
ankles. Okay, so I have a boost die for attacking him. I get my regular brawl, and he gets his regular defense. He doesn't get his armor bonus because we're already grappled, and I'm not actually making an attack. I'm just kind of moving him. I take one threat, which I will just take a setback on my next roll. And I succeeded by 2. So I can move him a whole zone and then bring him to his knees. So, robot, you don't have to move. I've brought you a target for stabbing.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Is he still grappled technically? Or
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
On his turn, he can try and escape, but for now, he is stuck.
Okay. Now it's my turn?
No, it's my turn.
It is Chesty's turn, yes.
Oh, okay.
Chesty.
Chesty.
So I guess I'm just gonna go and tackle this guy because he's
Okay.
just shooting up the wall.
Okay, so you're not disarming him, you're just tackling him, which is a grapple. No crazy disadvantages, it's just a 2 versus whatever your brawn is. Or your brawl.
3 successes, 2 advantage against 2 failures. So success with 2 advantage.
Alright, and did you add your extra boost die from your
Yes. Well, from the bonus given. Yes.
Okay, sweet. Just making sure. So yeah, easy. You have him grappled now. He takes more disadvantages to attack you, and shooting you is not really an option. Shooting other people, you can give it a shot.
All right, it's their turns. The guy getting ready to get stabbed.
Yeah,
The
the guy
gets
getting
stabbed.
ready to get stabbed is going to make a bronze fight with me, and luckily their brawl is trashed here. If I got their stats right, let me look. Yeah, it's even, baby. Let's go. They have the disadvantage or setback, and no upgrades or anything like that. I am going to upgrade their dice because I succeeded on the last roll with an extra die, so he is extra got. So, hiya! That's 3 threat, baby. That's a blank. That's a blank, and a success. Are you serious? So he tries to get up and succeeds. The downside is Run was ready and said, "No, Nate." That's enough strain to knock him out.
Oh, he's unconscious. He's going
So
to take a stab.
Oh no.
I don't think you will stab the unconscious creature because there's struggling creatures not far away.
I mean, he might.
He might, but he is no longer down at. He's literally getting choked out by the Bothan, so he's a little.
So is it my turn?
It's who? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you said he's unconscious?
Yes. Do you want to move
I'm
over to me?
going
Because I moved away from you.
Yeah, I'm going to yell in Wookiee, no murder, grab him, and just sling him down the hallway as far as I can towards the office.
There's not really a hallway; it's a road. But yeah, okay, you can do that. Go ahead.
I thought we were in a building.
We are not in a building. We're outside the building.
I'm trying to throw him into the building.
I hear ya. You can pick up the limp body and eat it at full speed. Make a.
I don't want to kill him to make this plain.
I understand. I understand.
Okay.
Make an athletics check.
Okay, I can do that. That's actually no different than my brawl check.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for an unconscious creature that's not fighting me?
Easy.
2 purple.
No.
2
purple.
successes.
One purple.
Oh,
Average is 2.
well then.
Also, Younger, I don't know what's going on in your background, but there's like a shadow hitting your thing in the back, and it looks like you have a snake dancing behind you.
Oh, that's the ghost.
It's the shark.
Oh, is that what it is? Is a shark shadow? Okay.
Or ghost. It's a shark ghost.
Shark ghost. Oh no, I've
It's
seen
a
that movie.
poltergeist, a sharkgeist. So I got 2 successes, 1 advantage.
2 successes, 1 advantage. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay, yeah, and I just yell in Wookiee, no murder, and then begin walking, still holding the other gun like this, and looking at the guy being beat down on the ground.
No, that was the guy that was getting beat down on the ground.
No, the other guy, because he's grappling him, right?
He's not on the ground. He's just, in a grapple. Okay,
Yeah.
So do you want to, like, incidental yeet the other weapon out of your hand, or are you just going to menacingly walk up with the weapon in your hand?
No, I'm just going to hold it like this and then put my hand up like this at the other dude.
Still looks terrifying. You are still a Wookiee. But okay.
Okay.
But
it probably looked like his friend was about to get murked, and then...
Maybe.
If he paid any attention. Probably not.
Probably, I was going to say, he's a little busy right now. All right, he's finding
Well, maybe
RJ.
the guy's inside the office.
RJ, what is your brawl rating?
Where do I find brawl rating?
It's your brawl skill. What dice do you roll for that?
Can I get the right mouse? Hello. There we go.
Big mouse. Tino.
Ah.
2 green.
2 green. All right, so he is just doing 2 purple versus 2 green. Trying to escape. He does have a setback die for already being grappled. And I'm going to burn a dark side point and give him a boost. Wow, that was a really good boost on my part. He succeeds and only takes 1 strain in doing so. Much like his ally on the other side, though, as soon as he escapes the grapple, he gets into a chokehold from Chesty, and Chesty knocks him out.
Nice.
You guys know that these guys will not be out for long, but you didn't kill him, so this would be an prime opportunity to run.
Yeah.
All right.
Junk was gonna murder.
As Run takes off, he says, "Junk, not now. We gotta go." Apparently, the Wookiee said, "Don't kill him."
Bring the box, Wookie.
Aww.
Wookiee, it's an incidental to pick up the box and start running.
I will pick up the box and drop the stun gun.
Okay. Luckily for you, the prisoner on the inside kept the other 3 officers busy. So they will not be chasing after you because they're already dealing with 1 escape. But you guys know that you will have wanted pictures on Corellia, specifically in this region, later on.
Are you sure they remember what we look like?
The cameras do not forget.
The Mandalorian has a mask.
This one doesn't.
Okay, so you
Nope,
have a wanted poster, and I look like every other Wookiee. Congratulations.
That's fair. They didn't get your names, so the wanted poster will
Yeah.
not be helpful. But a Wookiee, a Bothan.
Do I know any terrible Wookiees?
Oh my god, that
Any
sounds like
bad Wookiees?
I have no idea.
that sounds like a bad Star Wars joke. A Wookiee, a Bothan, and a Mandalorian walk into a bar.
And 2 policemen get beat up. I'm going to I'm gonna put in like some Wookiee that I hate, like his name like was here in the dirt, and then run away.
Yes, you spell out the Wookiee name and realize these yahoos probably don't really speak Wookiee.
That's fine. They can put it in their evidence, and they'll be like, "Oh, let's look in the database."
Noted. Okay, sounds good. Check. Okay.
I have a rival Wookiee called Sylvester.
Sylvester the Wookiee.
Yeah.
The bad putty tap.
Bad putty cat. So-
Suffer and succotash.
So Sylvester the Wookiee has been fed into these crimes. Maybe that'll come back to bite you later. We'll see. So you guys run back to. Do you go to the mechanic shop where you get the upgrade, or do you go straight to the bar?
We have to turn it into the guy, right? Not the mechanic, or
I
Correct.
think you want to turn it into the mechanic because it's technically his job.
Police are mean.
Okay, so you make it back to the mechanic, and he looks at the rest of us, and most of us looked a little goofed up at a minimum. Before we move on and see how beat up we actually are, we get to make a medicine check to see how much we heal after the encounter. I get to do 1 extra strain just from one of my abilities, but it's just your medicine check versus an average roll.
Medicine check versus average roll.
this doesn't heal strain or anything like that, right?
Just it only heals strain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every success you get gets you a strain, and then you can advantage really doesn't help here.
So what do I roll?
Regular dice,
The green one probably, unless you have medical training.
correct?
and it is average difficulty, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine
Okay,
canceled out,
so
I don't get anything,
so
just
I
get one
have
strain.
I have 4 failures and 2 advantages.
Oh my god.
So
So you failed terribly. No healing your strain, but 2 advantages. Let me see what I can find for your healing your wounds. There's a thing in here.
I got 2 advantages, which means nothing, right?
You know.
Plus 2 successes and 1 advantage. The advantage do anything?
1 second, I'm doing the thing here.
Ooh.
At the end of each encounter, each player makes a simple discipline or cool check. My apologies.
Oh, discipline. I get better on
Yeah,
this one.
and it's simple, so there's no purple die. So it's just green die. So I had that wrong. My bad. You guys aren't recovering from wounds. You're recovering from breathing. So discipline or cool check. Each success recovers 1 strain. There's nothing about advantage, so it doesn't help at all. Unless you get a whole bunch of it, and then you can be like, the next medical check or cool check, I get a boost. That kind of thing.
yeah.
So let's see. I like cool. Cool's cool, so I'll take 1 of these and 1 of these and reroll. Hey! Well, okay. I'm good. On my next cool check, I'll have a boost. And then I got 2 successes, so I reduced 2 strain, and because of one of my abilities, I get to reduce 1 more, so I take off 3 strain. Hey, you know that blaster shot I took to the chest? It didn't hurt as bad as I thought it did.
So yeah, so I rolled my discipline and got 4 advantages.
You can use them on some boost die later.
Okay. I got no successes, but 4 full advantages.
You know what? I will take that back. I will DM allow 3 of those to be spent to get you 1 strain back.
That's fair.
So when can I take another 2 off for my ability? Only when you have combat?
Does it doesn't say once per day or per rank or anything in there?
For encounter.
Then the next time we get in a fight, you can
Okay.
use that ability.
Alright. I'm still at 4.
Okay. You guys make it back to the old man. Again, some of you looked relatively beat up. I'm at least under my half threshold for strain, so I'm okay.
I'm under a quarter,
You
so I'm
you
okay.
hand over the box of fake credits, and the man
They're not
looks,
fake.
sorry, counterfeit, whatever you want to call them. The man looks up, looks right, takes the box into the back and covers it under some sheets and things, and says, "I'll count that later, but I'm going to assume it's all here." So from what I was told, this parts that I did for the upgrade for you was payment for this. So we'll call it even Steven. That good with you guys?
As I look at my prod wounds, having
upgrade.
regained no strain. Like, how is this worth it at all? I didn't get any money.
Free upgrade. I'll take it.
Everyone else over here, like, damn, I thought we were gonna get paid. Whatever.
And literally, Chuck was the only one not involved in the combat outside.
Yo, F this robot.
So, do you guys want to go back to the Rancor hole and talk to this contact again and see what else you can get out of him? Because I mean, a free code breaker is a free code breaker. A free
Oh,
code
ice
breaker is a
pad.
free code breaker.
How about this, Tariff? We'll head back to the Rancor hole, and I'll get around for everyone.
Friend, can you even buy drinks legally?
He's over. Are you over 21? Your robot was only made 9 years ago. Ha, ha, ha.
I think he's only like a couple years old. Just very
Yeah, I'm-
deteriorated state.
I'm very curious as to the legal prerequisites for robots to buy alcohol. Like, because I assume, like, generally, right, it would be like, oh, well, who's your owner? Is your owner old enough to buy alcohol? Right?
I would say that.
But, like, you have sentient robots, so, like, I don't even know if that's a fair question.
They don't drink though. Why would they buy alcohol?
Because they're working for somebody who does.
Exactly. Yeah. In that case, there's some kind of owner or something, right? So it would be whoever they're buying it for.
But even if they're not, like, well, who's to say that the robots aren't allowed to buy it?
The bartender.
Right?
Yeah,
Who's
so-
gonna fucking believe it? Like, so a fucking droid came in and bought rounds for everyone.
Just say that the droid actually has, like, an electrolysis like process that it uses it to fuel its battery capacitors.
Like Bender. Like Bender on Futurama.
Yeah.
You actually use beer or whatever to clean your battery terminals.
That seems like a poor choice.
You don't know that's how you do it? If you like idiots.
You're the kind of guy that puts Coca-Cola on the battery to see the fizzle.
100% it works. I'm not
Yeah.
do that, hose it off real quick, dry it, and then put some WD-40 on it. Works for nuclear weapons. It'll work for the battery. Okay.
Okay, so pushing forward with this silly conversation, you guys do succeed in that small quest. Let me check the time really quick and see where we're at. So we are sitting at the 2 hour and 45-ish minute mark. Do you guys want to take a quick 5-minute break for bathrooms, drinks, things like that?
Yeah.
You switch to beer from whiskey.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. I'm very far behind in that regard. All right, so we're gonna do a BRB. I'm gonna play music just because I can, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. Well, I'm gonna mute you guys until I get back though, so that people can listen to the
Oh, you
music.
hate us.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna force mute you too, so don't worry about pushing yourself. I got you. I'm gonna mute myself.
spice, so making deals instead. Cards on the table, quick with a flirt. You blink too slow and you're pushing up dirt. We're gunslingers, quick on the draw. Fast hands, quicker than the law. In the outer rim where the cold stars glow, we burn bright and we ride low. We speak our names in the deep space bars. We're legends born under distant stars. Smugglers cutting deals in shadow ports. Gangsters running games with no remorse. One draw, one spark, and the job's done right. In the black, we're shadows looking for a fight. We're gunslingers, quick on the draw. Fast hands, quicker than the law. In the outer rim where the cold stars glow, we burn bright and we ride low. We drifting near stars, see the world collide. Out here the law don't reach, we never need to hide. Blasters kiss for the jetpacks glare. Bounty hunters stalk with a cold-eyed stare. Our ships, our homes in the void we roam. They say outlaw souls are cold as our crow. We're gunslingers, quick on the draw. Fast hands, quicker than the law. In the outer rim where the cold stars glow, we burn bright and we ride low. Suns are sinking on another score. Holster up, head out for more. We'll be gone again, like 1,000 times before. Riding the stars, giving people something to adore. Smugglers, gangsters, hunters, the fastest crew. We're quicker than fate, always something to do. We're gunslingers, quick on the draw. Fast hands, quicker than the law. In the outer rim where the cold stars glow, we burn bright and we ride low. A gunslinger's life, that's all we know. We burn fast and we ride low. Last crew standing, always ready to go.
All right, my sound's back on now to unmute you guys one by one. 1, 2, 3, and you're all unmuted. I think everyone's back. Younger, are you back?
Yeah, Younger said that they were back. They were just dealing with something.
Okay, cool. So it took me so long.
my back.
Oh, my back. Are you dying over there?
Yeah. I always dying.
Old man syndrome.
You're my
Hitting you hard. All right, so you guys, do you make your back to the Rancor hole, or do you want to do something else?
Yes, we were going back for a beer, right?
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the Rancor hole. In this case, to drink. Junk, you've offered to pay for everyone's drinks. Would you like to spend the prerequisite 100 credits for all the drinks that you're going to be buying?
Sure.
All right, fantastic. You do so. All of you, because your handy dandy friend has given you the alcohols, you are going to be able to take a chance here. You can either roll for it again, like we did a second ago, or you can take an automatic 2 reduction.
What is this for?
For strain, removing strain.
Younger, you're muted.
I was gonna say.
I want that auto 2 reduction because I can't roll better than that.
Okay, then you take your auto 2 reduction. Chesty?
I'll roll.
I will also roll because I can get better than.
Am I rolling cool? Am I rolling cool?
Cool or discipline, your choice.
I rolled cool because I got the.
All right. Well, I have 2 advantage and 1 success, so I'll reduce it by 1, and I will take this 2 and give it to myself on my next roll. Where's my character sheet?
Free as.
All right, I'm at least down to 5,
Oh,
so I can get shot a couple more times without crying too much. I'm glad you're back to 0. That's good. Unlike the rest of us.
Poor me.
Okay.
So yeah, Junk just goes up to the bar, I guess.
Actually,
It's just
I forgot. I need to roll my boost die. You're good. You're good.
Rounds for all my friends.
Okay. So I'm gonna take 2 more strain off because I got a 3rd advantage and a another success. So
What does this word mean?
so you get looks from the bartender. He looks down at the mouse droid. Which ones are your friends?
Junk's little like telescopic arm like comes out and like points to run Tariff and Chesty and
Those 3 delinquents.
All right.
I'm a friend and a delinquent.
2 things all at once. All right. So you're able. They do the thing. We get our healings. And a very familiar face walks over and pats Chesty on the back.
Hey, what's up?
I heard you guys caused a tad bit of havoc getting those credits. But no one got caught and no one died. Good job.
Yeah, those racists didn't need to die today. That's what the Wookiee decided.
I just want to point out they're not racist. They're just xenophobic. They're speciesists. You guys aren't different races. You're totally different creatures. But you know, whatever.
tomato.
They wouldn't know if I had shaved my body.
Oh, that if we
I say that in Wookie. Whether or not he understands or not.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
You're still gonna live in Arkansas, brother. It doesn't matter.
so your friend,
Shit, that's like
your contact here at the bar says, "Well, You did good enough. I could put in a good word for you with the bosses, and I might have a couple more jobs on my plate for you over the next couple of days if you're interested. How long you planning on being here? What you here for anyway?
Kind of
Bang
picking
it
up
up.
a little something here.
3-4 days. Okay, I think yeah, pretty good at charades.
Uh,
This is our first of 4 days. It is.
I still don't speak Wookie, so if someone else could talk besides the Wookie, it'd be much appreciated. Or you had a robot, or that one. It translates, right? I don't think I caught your names the first time. Generally, I don't get names until I know someone knows how to do a job. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
Not everybody all at once.
well, look, little robot. Who's supposed to be?
I am Torf.
Wow, that almost sounded like basic Tarif, says Run. I'm Run. That's Tarif. The little thing running around is our junk. And Chesty can introduce himself.
He said our junk.
Your balls and cock. My name is Chesty.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, let's so you guys are already drinking, so I don't need to get you a drink. Tell
Very
me.
chesty junk.
Thank you, Wookie. I don't know what you said, but thank you. But he waves his hand. What are you guys doing here? How can I be of more assistance? Obviously, you guys said you had a job where you needed a code breaker, so that tells me that you're getting somewhere, important, probably. Oh, by the way, how did it work? Did it work good? Who has it?
It works great.
Oh, noted. Robot. Okay.
So there's some surplus equipment we need to pick up.
Surplus equipment.
Yes.
What kind of equipment? I know a guy that does pretty good dealings. I could get you a good deal for sure.
Oh, this one's just not properly logged in on an inventory sheet, and we need to relieve them of that fact.
Oh, so you already know where this thing is then. Gotcha. Okay, well that makes my life easier as an information broker. Well, let's see here. Can you tell me what it is so I can see if I can actually help you at all?
That's on you,
What
Chess.
do you know about the security on the Imperial tarmacs?
The security on the Imperial Tarmacs. High,
Mm-hmm.
heavy.
What
not
about in the motor pool?
probably just as heavy. They're right next to each other.
What about the discontinued motor pool?
The scrapyard?
Sure.
Scrapyard has less Imperials. I mean, it definitely has a guard that runs about and causes havoc. I could get you some more details for the right amount of cash, but
Fake
it's
paper
I mean, you need
for disposal?
Oh. Do any of you have a Imperial uniform to walk onto the base and look official?
Bah.
Who are you pointing at?
I am pointing at RJ's character.
RJ,
Yeah,
you have an Imperial
I
uniform?
sure I have my old uniforms. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that won't be easy, but it's doable. Hey, actually, I got something that you guys can do. I have a friend that's trying to get off world. It's a cargo pilot, and he needs a ride out of here. If you guys can get him out and wherever he wants to go, I'll make sure you get your paperwork.
That depends on how far, I suppose. And that's his decision. Or your decision.
Their name doesn't happen to be Rick's Daryl, is it?
I don't think I can say that, but it probably rhymes. He's done some favors for us, and we're trying to take care of him.
I'm sure we'll actually have an available space when we leave, actually.
All right. Perfect. Where are you guys at? And I'll make sure he's at the hangar bay wherever you guys are leaving from by tomorrow.
What's our Shane or ship's name or whatever?
It is now called the Sexy Wookie.
I know, but what's the make and model? It's
it's a Lambda class.
It's the Imperial Lambda parked at the civilian hangar or superior launch pad or civilian launch pad.
Oh, you have a Lambda? Why don't you land on the base and cause your havoc there? Well, never mind. You have a Wookiee and a Bothan. That makes sense.
Wookie in a Bothan, walk into a bar on a planet that is so very far.
I look over at the Wookiee. You seem very annoyed by that statement. Are you okay? He's like, I don't even speak Wookiee, and I got that sarcasm. Anyway, I'll see what I can do on my end. I'll give my contact your information. And I will meet you on the outskirts of the city on the way to the scrapyard tomorrow at dawn.
Dawn's a good time.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. Kind of waddles off somewhere. You see several other members of the bar kind of disperse as well.
I judge them.
I mean, there's several of them, so it's an option, but you're going to be jumping a lot of people.
So, no, he said he judges them.
Oh, judges them. Okay, I thought you said jumped them. I'm like, you're a brave person. What did I say about behaving?
That person looks like a 3. That person looks like a 2. That person would definitely be a 9, but they're not furry enough.
That person looks like a 3, but they got a good personality.
So does that mean we go in at midnight and meet him on the perimeter on our way out?
I mean, from what you just described to me, you're going to dress up in your Imperial uniform, leave all your stuff behind that doesn't make sense for an Imperial soldier, go up to the scrapyard personnel and be like, hey, this thing, I'm taking it because I have orders for it for some reason, and you'll have to talk your way through that.
Or whatever.
I mean, it's already in the scrapyard about to be scrapped, so like...
Yeah. We have orders for it to be transferred to another place for parts distribution.
Sure, okay. That can be what the paper says.
That sounds legit.
Yep. We gotta change the alternator on this other thing. The space alternator.
Space alternator. The TIE engine. So, okay. You guys, do you do anything for the rest of the night, or you kind of just lay low and try to keep out of trouble?
I want to, I know I can't actually do anything, but I want to be like, where's my ice pack? I need an ice pack. I want to rest. I want to relax. I want to not be in pain, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen.
So, you can totally do that. You guys can, again, kind of sleep the rest of the night. You could literally go back to the ship and sleep.
Yeah, I'm done. I got beat up by police brutality.
Okay.
Is there like a healing spa or anything we can take him to, or?
I mean, he didn't take any actual damage. It was all strain, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to unstrain myself. I want to be unstrained.
So a full night's rest gets rid of your strain. It's the wounds that you need actual medical stuff for. Strain goes away pretty easily, but you also get it pretty easily.
Well, my stuff just cut out, so
just take a big nap and your strain goes goodbye. Oh no. We've lost him. He's dead.
Oh,
He's back.
so many emotions all at once.
Right? Younger, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry, my stuff just completely shut down.
Oh. Your hamster over there overclocking.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said beyond like it's just strain. He can just
take a nap. Just sleep.
okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing, and then I'm full HP,
Yeah,
full stuff.
Full
strain.
strain. I don't know if you have any wounds that you haven't healed.
Nope, no wounds. I am super woundless.
Woundless.
So,
All right. We'll
so we
change that
couldn't
later.
just take him to a massage parlor, get him a happy ending, and like fix the strain. Like
This isn't space places.
Technically, you could, but you don't need to by any means.
I just don't think I just feel like
I
a
don't
normal
know how
man.
well you received for a Wookiee.
They don't have any Wookiees here. I'm not interested.
There is one very, very hairy Jordarian over there.
There's one Wookiee, but she's really old.
That Jordarian, was that the 9 I saw earlier?
The Troidarian, little flying guy with the big squishy nose. Jedi
You
tricks
say
don't work.
gal or guy?
I did not say either. To be honest, I didn't put that much caring into its development. You guys. Yes, Junk. What you got?
No, I was just gonna say. So long night's rest.
Yep. The rest also lets
Coming up
you
feeling good.
gets rid of your strain too, even as a ribbit.
Stasis mode, as I like to call it.
I turned the switch off for a little bit. Let my processes process. Okay, so you guys make your way over to the edge of the junkyard, basically, right? The next morning. So Dom rolls around and you see a familiar face holding a big old pile of paperwork, just looking thoroughly annoyed. He walks over to our handy dandy mercenary or hired gun, one of our hired guns, and takes this giant stack and hands it to you. He says, "You have no idea how much stuff I had to go through to find the appropriate paperwork for re-requisitioning a decommissioned ship. But there you go."
Is there a copying machine in this room?
You are outside, so no.
Is there one on our ship?
I would say no.
Really? We don't have a printer?
Nope. None of you actually even own a scanner that I know of. Or a data pad or nothing like that.
I have a data pad.
Oh, okay. So then this is it wasn't a giant pile of paperwork. He literally just transferred data pad info over to you.
I tell Junk to tell him to tell Shesty to make a separate copy stored so that we can edit documents later.
Well, with the data breaker, it also serves as a recording device, so I could just record the information and keep it locked in Junk's core.
Yeah, the more places we keep it, I'm just saying like proper formatting of paperwork, right? And then we just Control F, delete name of ship and serial number, replace it with new name of ship and different serial number for the future potentially.
Yeah.
We just change name of planets and locations and this and that.
Well, you hope that's how that works.
It could be an
It's
avenue.
an idea. If it's across the Empire, the Imperial stuff, we should be able to do it pretty standardized, I imagine. Right?
You would hope.
If it's anything like the real military, everything's just the various form of copy and paste. They all use the same 2062s.
That would be efficient.
And request.
Well, just like all the ammo crates, right? They're all same code.
And so, yep, like that. Bam. That's just my personal thought on the circumstance, and then we can take this obvious copy to wherever we're going. and I hand it over to Chesty.
Okay.
Is Imperial.
Chesty, you have the information. Are you going to take anyone with you? Or are you going to try and fly the ship yourself?
I guess I need to take a pilot with me.
Okay, that leaves you the Bothan. I don't know if the astromech can pilot things.
Well, I probably can't pilot a TIE bomber.
Junk can pilot things.
Right, would you rather try and pilot the Lambda or a bomber?
So my thought is Imperial droid go with Imperial guy makes more sense than Bothan going with Imperial guy. So that me and you could go back to the ship and I could be the door guard, as I always am, so diligent.
And you
And
guys
you
can have
could
that.
be a pilot, as you are. And then you can pretend to be the pilot and he can be your little sidekick robot until you get on the ship and then he flies it.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's do that. Come on, Junk.
Yeah.
All right, Junk, you're going to try and fly a TIE bomber. That's exciting.
The hardest part will be not using it.
You'll know that this is already stripped of munitions and things. It might have guns on it. That's about it. But the photon bombing bit has already been removed. Not that you guys necessarily know that, but I, as the DM, will just tell you it's semi-stripped.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's almost like it's not on the flight deck ready to take off to fight for the Empire.
Correct. Almost like that, for sure.
It's almost like it's in a scrapyard and they don't want to accidentally blow somebody up when they crush it.
Aw, but that's boring.
All right, let me see. TIE SA Tactical Bomber. Here we are. This actually is a nice ship. Like, no joke.
It's so nice, it's going to get scrapped.
Well, I mean, like, just as a basic ship in general.
Yeah, this one in particular isn't nice. It's
Correct.
you know.
Correct. Yeah, silhouette 3, speed 4. Handling is a +0, so that's nice for you. No armor though, or sorry, no defense, so no shields, but 3 armor, 8 and 9 health. And then usually it's got light laser cannons.
If someone else want to steal it.
Concussion missiles. Or photon torpedoes. You can pick either one. It doesn't have either of those, so you don't have to worry about that. And then a ventral mounted proton bomb release shoot. Only be used against surface targets. Fire straight down. Blah, blah, blah. So, you'll know it doesn't have any of the bombs, but technically it still has the light laser cannons. They have not been stripped on it. But, you guys got to sneak your way in there first before you technically get this. So, you're James Bonding your way through everything. You will make 3 interactions with 3 separate people. The first people is the gate guards, essentially. You have to talk your way through them. How would you like to talk through the gate guards? They're robot and our handy dandy Mandalorian.
Such great ideas.
And to be fair, the mouse droid probably shouldn't speak.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, if anything is being said by Junk, it is camouflaging just,
Boop, bop.
Okay. RJ, that leaves you. How do you talk your way through these first group of yahoos?
So I'm gonna go up to the gate and pull out my paperwork. Said I'm who do I need to talk to about picking up some equipment?
Friend, this is a scrapyard. We take equipment in and break it down.
I know someone sent something here. It needs to go somewhere else though.
Oh, go ahead and make a charm check.
All right. Easy? So, regular?
I'll give you average, yeah.
You got this. Come
I
on.
was gonna say, do you want to use the light side force point?
No, I don't. I don't need to because I got 3 threats, but I got 2 successes and an advantage.
Okay, so 2 threat and a success. Solid.
2 successes.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
2 successes. Okay, so you take 2 threat, which I'm just gonna give you a disadvantage on your next roll for. We'll not take strain this time. Instead, you're gonna just take a setback.
Okay.
On any whatever your next roll is, and then your successes are used to get past both the guards without too many questions. They look at your paperwork and go, I don't know. Go on in, head back, head to the oh man, who would you talk to? You can either try talking to one of the mechanics that's wherever this thing is parked at, or you can head to the head office and deal with the paperwork up there. Your choice.
Can you give me a name of a mechanic, man, so I know who I'm looking for? Otherwise, people just shuffle you around. You know how it works around here.
Yeah,
Tell me
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
working
yeah, yeah. We got that new kid. He'll probably be happy to help you. New transfer came in about 3 weeks ago. His name is what is his name? Fu. That's right. The name is funny. Fu. He's from Inner Worlds. Someone's kid that just needs to be kept out of trouble.
Oh, I love those. Those are
It's
the
actually
best.
spelled EFF
YUE.
YOU.
Yeah, sounds right.
UA.
So yeah, you have a name of a mechanic now.
Fuel.
All right, so I know where it's located on the tarmac, right? I already have the row and number and all that.
Yes, you got that information from the original assignment.
So I'm just gonna walk through there like I'm looking for this kid and head out there to find the plane.
Okay, again, it's
So-
not really a tarmac. It's really like, think of a junk, yard, right, where they crush cars and things.
Yeah, but I mean, there's rows and slots and all that crap. So
Yeah, I mean, essentially, you see your, goofed up tie bomber, and it looks like it's been put through the ringer. Obviously, it's already been partially stripped, and it's kind of on its way, over to a crusher, essentially.
As we are making our way, are there like any like random like small parts or anything like that that like
Oh, yeah.
might be interesting to junk to like see if I could like swipe something or
Oh yeah,
I mean it's all junk. It's gonna get tossed. Like I don't think they'd care, but
100%. There's plenty of components and things that you could probably take a ton of time to sort through and find exactly what you're looking for, or maybe not exactly, but you know.
hey,
yeah,
John,
I'm just like as we're walking through, just like casual glancing if there's like any small things like chips or board, like you know.
Let me give it a roll for you.
Okay.
We'll do a quarter way split, so each one of those things.
There's
is
a $1
something.
million piece of credit board that's on this paper.
Okay, so you got the high end. So as you're looking through, you see a very very fancy looking item. It looks like to be. Let me pull up a thing here really quick.
Imperial code breaking module.
That would be way too funny. No, it is not that good.
Extra top secret.
Extra
Level 5.
Yeah, right. The best thing ever. No.
The codes to Palpatine's bedroom.
Also no, but that would again hilarious. Sorry. Where do you want the starships? Or the death? I need weapons.
So as he's looking for that, I'm gonna give a little something for Junk here. So when we get to the ship, you need to run a check on it real quick to make sure we're not gonna have any problems or need to fix anything before we take off. Number one thing is to make sure systems check is a-okay to get fired up because I may be talking and doing some negotiating before we take off, and I don't want to be fucking fighting forever while you're fixing shit.
Full systems check. Got it.
So, you find a mod. you find a blaster actuating module.
All right.
You want me to carry that, or can you stuff that in your hole?
I mean, it's a mod, right? It's a module, so it shouldn't be that big for a blaster.
It's a big blaster. It's meant for a spaceship. It's this big.
Oh, for a spaceship?
I got no idea.
I was gonna say, I think that's called a cannon, sir.
Yeah, no, this is specifically for a blaster. So what it does, just so you guys know, is the base modification by itself increases the weapon damage by 1 point, but it does add 1 setback to all ranged light checks when using this weapon. So, I guess the catch with this one is because it's for a blaster, it has to be used with a light ranged blaster. So it's for a pistol essentially.
So basically, take your hideout blaster and make it into more powerful Kajami.
Yep.
And so if we give him a hideout blaster, it gives him an extra, because he's always going to be close range or contact anyway with that blaster. So the range is not going to.
Then you can also get modifications. It has 2 +1 damage mods, 2 wall to be weapon, 2 pierce +1 mods that you can upgrade it later. It only takes 1 hard point. Usually this would cost about 500 credits just for the base module.
Yeah. But I think Junk just
Ooh, this looks neat.
stashes it away.
Okay.
That's it. I was just wondering. We're in a junkyard. Like sometimes, you find. I've been in junkyards before. You find some good stuff.
That's the best stuff. Literally the best thing you could have gotten.
Yeah.
So you guys make it over to your bomber and working on it. Currently stripping it with a welding torch or a. Sorry, that's not what they're called in this universe. They're called a plasma torch, plasma cutter. Working on some bits and pieces is a young-looking mechanic.
Excuse me.
Yar.
Would you be FU?
FU's my name. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think we're actually looking for you.
What
we're supposed to be picking up. We're supposed to be picking up a piece of equipment got sent here by mistake, and take it back over for refurbishment. I'm looking for this unit here, and I kind of show him the data pad number.
He looks. Make a deception check. This is going to be with a boost, and an average check.
You got it.
Oh, I needed that. Oh, crushed it. 1 success, 4 advantage, 2 threats.
Okay, so 2 advantage, success. You can use those 2 advantage to take a boost on your next roll if you would like.
Yeah,
okay.
Do that.
And then he kind of looks around and goes, I mean that looks right to me. The downside is it's this one.
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could refurbish it, but it's going to be expensive.
Man, I'm not the one who got it sent here by mistake. I'm just a delivery boy.
That's fair, but it didn't come in much worse than this.
Yeah, I think this is something sentimental or something, man. I'm not in the link for that. I'm just here, pick it up. I got to go there, then I go pick up another piece of junk somewhere else. You know how it works.
Well, if it's sentimental, it may explain the bloodstains in the cockpit. It's not pressurized, right?
So no space travel.
Well, I don't think I need to go anywhere above the V.
Good thing we're here for 3 days. We can space tow it, right?
Well, Well, we go back get the space suit and plug it into the environmental blah blah blah.
Oh, you definitely don't.
Or
You definitely don't want to hit the warp drive, or not. Sorry, not warp drive. The light speed without a window. That's dangerous.
how long would it take to put a window? How long would it take to get a window to put in here to get her resealed up so we can get her fast moving?
Well, you guys are getting the best rolls today. He says there's another bomber that's basically junk, but the window is still good. If you give me 6 hours, I can probably get it switched over for you. In the meantime, you can go talk to the boss and deal with the dumb paperwork side of things.
Well, sure, we can do that.
Yeah, okay. I'll grab what I need and get to working on that.
Thanks,
So,
appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Timeout. I need to now roll a how good of a job he does.
So I'm also going to tell Junk to see if there's anything else that needs to be fixed. Plug in.
Yeah, I can do a systems check, and I mean, in all honesty, like we'll get a few paces away, and Junk will basically tell you if you want. Like Junk can stay back and assist the mechanic to try to help us get done quicker. Because if it's going to take 6 hours,
I will allow you to add a boost die to the mechanic's silliness as you help him like by grabbing tools or listening to what he tells you.
Yeah, Junk can do that.
Okay, so as a side note, you make a very good friend. He thinks you're one of the ones that are like you saw come over to help, and he's just like, oh my god, a droid helping me, amazing. Listen, you're my best friend. Wow. Okay, so 1 success with 3 advantage. He cuts the time in half 3 hours later. Sorry, I got 3 blank dice out of the 6 or 7 that I rolled.
Hey, successes though, we'll take them.
Yeah, 3 successes, 1 failure. Sorry, 2 successes, 1 failure, and then 3 advantage. So, burning your advantage, he will do so to speed up his time by 3 hours. Thank you, little robot. You, there, army boy. You've been standing around here for a while. What can I help you with? You came from the junkyard.
Oh, I'm picking up this bomber for refurbishing. The kid's putting a window in it for me.
You mean nephew?
That's the guy. Yep.
Oh, well, glad he's on it already. So you talked to him. Can I see the paperwork?
Yep. I got him the data board.
Ooh, that was close. You succeed by 1. So your deception, not necessarily your deception, but your forgery passes barely. He looks it over for a good minute. He looks. It looks like whoever filled this out missed some things, but I'll take care of it.
Dude, whoever filled it out sent this thing here in the first place is what I got to tell you.
Gotcha. You sure? This is a local thing from the base. They had a rebel fight not that long ago. Some insurgents decided to cause havoc and set a turbo laser on the fritz.
I don't know the story, man. They told me to come get this thing, get it back over, get it refurbished. I don't know what the story is with it. I don't know where it's going or what they're doing with it. They want to trap the rebels with it for another shot or something. I have no idea.
I'd be dumb if they tried.
They're rebels, man. They're dumb.
Yeah, say that again. Holy cow. I think the officers are incompetent. Whoever runs their shit show is dumb. They're fighting an entire empire for no good reason.
Chances of success.
Well, do you need a flyboy to fly it? You don't look like a pilot.
Actually, my droid It's very, very confident to get it where it needs to go.
A droid? You can reach all the buttons and levers?
Yes. And if he needs a little hand, I have those.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that combo before. I guess you're probably not flying it in combat though. You'll probably be okay.
Oh Lord, no.
Yeah, I mean just be careful, it's still a tie. They're fast, even for a bomber.
Oh, yep. I just need to get it back over there and drop it off. And if he can't manage that much, I will scrap him.
What kind of droid is he? What are they traveling you around with?
Say some sort of astromech. Don't say a mouse droid. Don't say it in series MSE6.
Astro Mouse Droid. It's a prototype.
In character, y'all metagaming the fun out of this.
I know. I'm just. You can fully say it. I'm just saying it as a joke.
Is there anything else you need me to sign or take care of for you?
No, but you didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. You froze.
So he asked what kind of droid you are flying with.
It's a little one. Haven't seen the model before, but they told me to take this droid and bring it back for me. I'm like, all right. I don't know how many questions you ask where you work, but I don't ask a lot of questions. These people are not friendly.
Oh, I have to ask a lot of questions to make sure I don't goof something up, like send a TIE bomber to a place it's not supposed to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't want your job either. I don't want my job, but until I get back out of trouble, I'm doing this nonsense.
I was gonna say, someone with your rank running around being a gopher. That's you must have pissed off some Grand Moff, Grand Moff.
Well, it's really his daughter.
Oh, you one of those. Anyway, you said it was a small droid, like a small astromech or a roly poly, or what's it? Describe this thing to me. I'm now curious what kind of droid they got flying a TIE bomber with a human.
What is it? What is his designation?
Are you looking for like the series type or what he called what his the series is an MSE6 droid or mouse droid.
Yeah, so it's one of those little like a mouse droid. MSE6 or something.
Did you just say they sent you to fly with a mouse droid? Oh, I've got to see this. Let's go. Come on. And he brings you over back to currently where FU and the mouse droid are working on the ship. Just about in perfect time for the ship to be finished. You also see, flying not super far above the scrapyard, the very familiar looking Lambda with a Wookie sprawled on one of the wings.
Sexy Wookie.
I'm surprised you guys didn't call it the sexy.
Oh, the better name!
That's only what we call it when it fires. The sexy.
Okay, anyway. Terrible Wookie noises aside.
Who knows what we're
I need you to get a soundboard with that noise on it, just because it's
I
funny.
am the soundboard. I don't need no damn soundboard.
if you say so. If you say so.
No, we need to get him the Wookiee mask, damn it.
Ah, yeah, the Wookiee mask. Yes.
I need to grow more hair on my forehead.
So, you load up with your little droid. Poor FU looks really sad to see the little mouse droid taken off. The mechanic master, as we will handily call him for now, is just smiling ear to ear, looking at that little mouse droid like load up, like he's gonna fly the ship. There's no way a mouse droid can fly a ship. So, piloting check. You can do it by yourself, or you can do it assisted. Your choice.
Is there a negative to getting the assist?
If you take strain, you guys split it. But I get you a boost die.
I mean, the boost die would probably definitely help.
Okay. RJ, you good helping?
Yeah.
Also, we
Piling-
also have 5 unused force die, but as a reminder, you guys can cash those in at the end of the episode for XP.
Right.
Well, we'll definitely use one for this though.
All right, add an extra boost. So you're 2 boost, and then whatever your piloting skill. And since it's a 0 handling ship, it's an average roll.
So 2 purple. Got it. Oh, baby. 3 successes, 1 advantage. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. All right, yeah, no problem. You fly this thing like a dream with a little bit of assistance from your long arms to reach the buttons you can't reach normally.
Does the smug smile drop off that dude's face?
Let me roll. Let me see. Oh yeah, he's pissed. He's like, "There's no way I'm out going to fly that TIE fighter right now. He lied to me. There's no way. That's crazy. I'm gonna talk to my boss today. We need one of those now. You know how helpful it would be to move some of these vehicles with a mouse droid. God,
I'm sure FU would be stoked as well.
just so hype. FU over there, like that dude's so cool. He helped me fix the ship and everything. You're gonna be talking about you for the next year. You're gonna be the mythical mouse droid. All right.
Best windshield replacement handler ever, dude. He just like drove across the edge and sealed it on and everything.
All right.
Oh
so
my god.
You guys have tactically acquired a Imperial TIE bomber.
We should have bought some ammo, dude.
So you guys will know that the guns on here are already fried. They removed the explosive components on
Right.
there. So the outlines are there. They could be reloaded if you had the stuff for it. But right now this is just a flying shell. Its engine is still operational. Damaged for it's definitely damaged, but it is flyable.
Okay. And like doing like a systems check and everything, like would I be able to tell like any other like it's operational, but like is it capable of light speed travel? Is it, you know, like what are there any significant like glaring problems that might prevent it from flying? Are things not fixable sort of deal?
There's one very big problem.
Yeah.
TIE bombers don't have a hyperdrive.
Oh, that's true.
Will it fit in the Lambda?
It will not fit in the Lambda, but
Oh, we can dock on it.
you can, but not in atmosphere. And honestly, it's going to be a really big jerry rig, and 2 of us are going to have to pass mechanical checks.
Lucky for you, I know a guy in SpaceX. I mean Space Y.
What? So, you guys head into space and jerry rig a port in between the TIE bomber and the Lambda. The Lambda does have a drop tube, but it's really not used often. You know what I mean? It's kind of more for astromechs than anything else. So connecting a ship and using it to hyperdrive is not really safe. So to jerry rig a, connecty point together, we need 2 mechanical checks. One's on the bomber side and one on the Lambda side. I assume
That's a lie. We need 2 sets of ratchet straps, and we gotta snap it and say, that'll do it.
And then just to be safe, I'll roll a duct tape.
Yeah, it ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
The standard dad move. It ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so this is a daunting challenge on both of these rolls. You guys are in space. You have tools. Thank you, droid. And we make our rolls. So I have one roll. You have the other. I really need to. I'm going to take the Wookiee's assistance. Wookie, are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll help the droid out.
Okay.
B, kick him in the knee. Stab, stab, stab.
And I'm gonna burn a destiny die.
Okay. You burn the Destiny die. do I want to burn one too? I think I need to just because of how hard this is. So we're down to 2 good points and 3 bad currently.
Well, maybe can I because I did get a success. There are so many dice here. This is wild. But I have 1 success, 2 advantages.
Okay.
Can I give you an advantage to help yours out? Like me doing it on my end, helping you out on yours?
I will allow that because I haven't rolled my dice yet.
Okay, and I take some strain.
Okay. How much strain? Because it gets split evenly between you and your helper.
Literally just 1. I will take the full strain.
Then it is all yours. All right, Wookie, pray for us. Oh my gosh. No failures, baby. But 5 threat, 2 success, and 2 advantage. So that goes away. So it's actually 3 threat and 2 success. I'll take 2 strain. Wookie, you take 1. And we
Nuclear
succeed.
bomb!
We did not blow up.
I got the 9.
Okay. Now because we are now towing a ship, it is dramatically going to decrease our speed. So it is a silhouette 3 attached to a silhouette 4 ship, so we don't have to worry about the size difference there. So we're going to add a 0.5 to our hyperdrive route. Does that sound fair and equitable to everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Weren't we picking someone up?
Oh, sorry, he's in. He already loaded.
Oh,
up with us.
okay.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to tell you all that. Yeah, he's in the ship with us. Now you have a real problem is you could literally go turn him in for the money if you really want to. He doesn't care for a destination. He is happy to go back to Polis Massa with you guys as long as he isn't in a core world, is what he says.
I see.
Why did my thing turn on?
I think Junk like pulls up to him and just kind of looks at him for a second and says,
So, what exactly did you find that people want you for?
He kind of scratches his face. He says, "Well, I had a pretty big shipment that I gave to the Pikes. It was worth a good bit of money, and well, my employers want their money back, and or my head."
This is the dude we're supposed to transport?
Yes.
Does he have green eyes and is he dark skinned?
Yes.
Mm.
Tis the dude.
yeah.
Were you able to sell it?
Yeah. Until I lost most of it.
Well, where is it? Maybe we could have picked it up.
I mean, it's in the casino's vault, probably. I have a really bad gambling problem.
Oh.
Yeah, a couple more races I probably would have won, but they told me to stop, and I have enough money to live on for a little bit, but I might have messed up. Hence me talking to a random droid on a random ship that I don't really know much about.
Is he one of our side missions?
He is, but it's a cheap side mission, right? It's not worth taking him.
It's 5,000 credits.
It's 5,000 credits, but if we do something with this guy, we'll have bad blood with the people we just did a job for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
So
you're doing a favor
Yeah.
for the Pikes.
Yeah, so I feel like we're better off just letting this 5,000 credits go for now, right?
Yeah.
And
I think
maybe if he causes problems in the future, it's like, oh, look who it is.
yeah. Because I mean, to be fair, we have the TIE fighter. Junk got 1,000 credit upgrade. Like,
The
Overall,
TIE
I
fighter
don't-
is going to pay for itself, right? Like, how much is that thing going to be worth?
I don't know.
I don't know.
More than 5,000 credits.
Oh yeah,
I know that much.
by far.
So,
The base skill, if you guys had done this on your own instead of doing it as a favor, was going to be a minimum of 10 grand, allegedly. Sorry, not 10 grand, 100 grand, right? That's what it says. 100 to 300 grand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the ship by itself, if you were to buy it, is 110.
yeah. And we just got to replace windshield, and fix the alternator. So it's definitely worth.
You definitely did not fix the alternator. It still looks like a hunk of junk, but it is a TIE bomber, which is the only requirement for said mission. So, 5 days of travel later. Wait, sorry, I gotta make an astrogation check to see if it's okay.
It's all good.
Junk
Let's
can
take one
help
more.
with that. He's got skill in there.
Well, you might actually want to do the calculation then, because my astrogation is basic AF.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, let me look and make sure I'm not lying to you. I have one green and one yellow.
Yeah, Junks is the same.
Okay, so I'll take your boost as we plot this out together quickly. I get to cut the time in half when I do this for my one of my abilities.
Yeah, I'm only quarter speed right now.
Okay, hey, that's a triumph, baby.
Let's go.
That cancels out. That gets rid of the successor. So it's a failure and a threat. So we're gonna take a strain. But I also got a triumph. So that's rough. You got any abilities to re-roll things?
Junk does.
Do you?
I have the ability to reroll computer or astronav checks.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna say you were the one that made that roll. Go ahead and make the next one.
Okay.
Because the dice are
You see him start messing up, and you're like, overdrive! Override!
not like these. So
the hell are you doing?
So three purple, and then whatever your stuff is, and then the one boost for me helping you.
Okay, one failure, one threat, one triumph.
So you fail just like me, do you?
Apparently.
Triumphs aren't winning?
So
Son?
triumphs are a brain fart here. Sorry. Count as a success, but they don't automatically success. They just allow you to activate a critical or do something cool. The something cool that I got for the other triumph is letting our robot make a reroll using his ability. So
It's crazy. You guys forgot to press this button.
would you like to use your triumph to allow one of your other crewmates to try and make a roll, or you could let the random NPC give it a shot?
I got at least a 2.
I mean, sure. Screw it. Let's see what you got.
Okay, so I got to roll 2 green and 2 purple, or
3 purple.
3 purple. Can I take a light side point?
You can if you want. Yeah, if you want.
I will do that.
All right, you do so.
Result: 1 success. That's all I needed.
The Wookiee
I
figures
just
it
walked
out.
over, and you guys are like, "Oh, what's the problem?" And I'm like, "Extra hand."
I was gonna say, do you just like bang the panel with your hand and it just?
I don't know why this route works best, but that'll work. 5 days later, dun 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 dun. We do. So.
You guys forgot to account for the weight distribution of one side of our ship being heavier, so we got to go around the gravitational pull of this particular sun at this angle to be able to get back on track. It's basic physics.
The smartest thing.
Basic
The smartest thing Tariff has ever said.
I'm gonna look over and be like, "Do you just like stars, or is it a flying thing and you just been making fun of us the entire time?"
Oh no, I just heard that one time when when some people were transporting a bunch of slaves, and I heard them say that, so I just repeated what it was because there was a bunch of slaves on one side of the ship.
That's depressing. But
It is.
helpful at least. Wow, I feel great. So, you guys make it back to Polis Masa. You drop off your ridiculous looking TIE bomber. Gunther, our handy dandy Gungan, looks just annoyed as all heck. You also take your new friend. Remember his name. He's now an NPC that you guys will get to interact with. So remind me to add him to the stats later.
Not a friend. Future
whatever.
target.
No, whatever. He's there on Polis Masa. He will probably join the ordnance crew because you guys have dropped him off there. But money, you get paid. So because of the condition of the ship, how long it took you guys to get there, the fact that it doesn't have any operational weapons, and the condition it's in, your base for just delivering the ship itself, $75K. That is then cut in half as the favor is paid towards our handy dandy Gunther, as it is his payment for sending you on this job.
So 37.5 thou.
Yep, split 4 ways. Well, I take that back. You should probably pay Jasper too because he's part of your crew, even though he wasn't here for the session. That's your choice. Do you guys want to split, give him a take, or split it amongst yourselves? Dun dun dun.
7,500 if we split it. Otherwise, we're going to do another 2,000 feet. So it would be between 7.5 and 9.
7.5.
I mean, yeah, 7.5 is. I mean, that's doubling Junk's current credits right now. So that's.
What was the NPC pilot's name?
Rick's Daryl, the one that we have joining us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Rick's Daryl.
Okay, Rick's is now a recruitable NPC that you've brought back to Polis Masa.
We don't know what his skill set is besides gambling, and he sucks.
Right, sucky at gambling. He's a transport pilot, so he's probably pretty good in the cockpit.
Okay.
Like you need a pilot.
He just entered his name twice on the wrong goddamn keyboard.
It's not my fault. Okay,
Wow.
So I think this is a good spot to wrap up the session because we're at the 3 hour and 50-something minute mark. We will listen to music and then we'll talk about XP and all that fun stuff afterwards in the after action. Are you good with that? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Okay. RJ, Tino, you don't have anything to announce or talk about?
No. No.
Okay, cool. RJ?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so for us, 10% code is still spooky 907 till the end of the month. Halloween's coming up, which means we're going to be at the Boozar this weekend. Pew pew pew, selling dice, doing games. We'll be inside at the Shoppers Forum Mall in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Glow in the dark dice, baby.
Glow in the dark dice, baby. There's gonna be door prizes, all kinds of other things, and we may or may not be contributing to said door prizes, so you should check it out if you're a local and can see that. But yeah, well, it's a 2-day event, both Saturday and Sunday, the 26th, 27th, and we'll be there all day, both days. I think that's it. Next week we have podcast. Week following that we have games again. If you didn't check out our Power Rangers TTRPG this Monday, go check it out. It's on YouTube. And then
It's magical.
Yeah, check this out later on YouTube. If you made it through this entire video and hear my shilly rambling at the end here, please make sure to follow, subscribe, all the other fun stuff. Come join our Discord server. Whatever. Yeah, with all that, with adventure in mind, have a wonderful time. Stick around for music. Bye.
Jump to hyperspace, I run the law. Blasters draw, no time to stall. Smugglers, deals, and shady calls. Scoundrels thrive where shadows fall. Ice cold, hot, must, 62, bounty hunter. crossing paths with every swoon in a galaxy's darkened room. Rebels plotting, scoundrels play, hustle hard, we make our way. Starships soon, no time to sway. In the void we carve our day. Rogues and rebels side by side. In the galaxy we hide. Danger comes, but we won't fly. Scoundrels creed, we're born to ride. Stars collide and engines roar. Through the black we'll seek out more. In the end we'll fight for lore, for freedom's light forevermore. Stars collide and engines roar. Through the black we'll seek out more. In the end we'll fight for lore, for freedom's light forevermore. Rebels and rebels side by side. In the galaxy we hide. Danger comes, but we won't fly. Scoundrels creed, we're born to ride. Scoundrels, bounty hunters, smugglers bold. In the galaxy